Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Casual Kingdom. I am your host, Sir Chris, and today we revisit Theranor. This time, to further our investigation into these Red Bill thieves. We gotta find out why they think beating up on kids is a good idea. Let's see, we'll drown that out. Go over here, put a pause on the music too, and then we'll go back over here and transition in. I am joined today by my two adventuring friends, Inhumane and Lori. Say hi, my friends. So, for recap, last time on Theranor Ball Z, you guys got to the bottom of a very interesting situation. A not so accidental poisoning. And we're able to find a good enough reason to get Faniel Dortiskew in front of a figure of authority, if not the official authorities. We've discovered that there's a lot more to Finn than meets the eye. And fortunately for y'all, this means that, well, you know where to go next. On your maps, she had y'all mark the location of a gate where you can go to enter Aeldor's sewer system. Understandable. Sewers are rarely nice. Even for a city as well off as Aeldor. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the idea is that time is of the essence. Having discovered that Faniel Dortiskew was an informant for the Red Bills, they will probably notice him missing. And because missing he is. If you recall, maybe I can jog your memory, Finn stated that it might be better for a smaller, faster force to move in than to take the time to inform the authorities and wait for them to mobilize. As it turns out, the Red Bill HQ seems to shift locations every so often. And so this is where we are. Y'all are preparing to go down into the sewers. Naturally, we're at the Slaughtered Lamb. I believe when we left off last, it was to a few final drinks before a decision for action was going to be made. So you have not decided what time you're going down there exactly, though during the night seems to be a good idea. Right now, it is evening. You are pretty good. Marcus is out. Remember, he just spent the entire day pumping all of his mana into a dying man. He has not yet recovered. $4 hours, technically. That's an excellent time for an ambush. Sure. They're either going to be asleep or they're going to be out. Might be your best chance. But the meeting that you guys had with Finn pretty much mirrored that as well. The middle of the night being when they are the most active, but being the most active means that they are not at their base. You're pretty good. Maybe like an hour or two and you'll be totally sober. Oh yeah. Hawk is watching the front because oh no, Hawk lives upstairs. Yeah. Okay, all right there, Ron. I hear ya. Okay, Ronsha, that's fine. Thank you, Luden. I think they're gonna be all right, though. Oh my goodness. Oh. Right, like who wants to get stuck in a 5-foot wide tunnel with a gelatinous cube? Oh no. That's odd. Let me see about this. Oh no! Terrible things have happened. Ah. I need to add a source, an audio source. One of my audio sources literally just got obliterated. Let me see.
I'm assuming this is the sewers. This isn't a one-way in, two-ways out situation, right?
Probably not, no. There are multiple ways in.
Also, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be crawling through all of the ways in.
Right. Well, I do want to propose something, though. Yes, we're going in as a smaller squad. Sure, brilliant. Let's do that. But
Hey, Prince.
if we have Finn,
Is she coming with?
no. Have her get the cavalry right. We're going into the sewers. I'm sure there's entrances and exits all over the fucking city, but there's one that we need to be using because of whatever information she has, right? We get her to have the local guard kind of maybe not guard all the entrances and exits.
Hmm.
We get people out, then we flush
Yeah, exactly. They either die fighting us or they get smoked out, and the ones that are already out and about in the city aren't going to be able to return because the guards are going to have eyes on their entrances and exits to the place. Maybe we can have some units, obviously in plain clothes.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. But again, what is the time that is going to take to mobilize that?
Time to mobilize.
That's the thing. She would be taking care of that while we're going in there.
Finn getting you guys back up.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. The question now becomes, what is her willingness to work with the authorities?
Well, it is for the good of Eldor.
This is
And if
also,
we can
this is true.
flush these guys out permanently like this, not just to deal with a handful, but eradicate the whole nest.
Well, you do know from the information that Finn shared with you that you are aiming for the head. The boss of the Red Bills is at the location that you guys are headed towards. So, it doesn't...
That kind of only reinforces my decision a
Yeah.
little bit.
It's
So
not-
that means the lesser criminals will at least just be tried, and they don't all have to get,
I hear you. Because sure, there are going to be a whole lot of individuals that are doing this because they're disenfranchised. Even in a city as progressive as Eldor, that doesn't mean that there aren't people that are being coerced into bad situations.
Yeah, there's motives for all this. I mean, and if she's not, she's not. I'm just presenting an idea. Of course.
Sure.
So we definitely gotta make sure
Well,
we don't.
maybe
localize
she has her
so
own
we keep
force.
backing in.
Maybe she has her own force.
That seems possible.
I mean, if we've seen what she's capable of so far, anyway, then, well, Garma has. I guess technically I haven't. But we know she got information from him. We know she knows, you know what I mean? So that is.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a moment. Hawk comes out with 2 huge plates with stacks of pancakes as tall as Reja's torso.
I'm going to. I believe I'm still sitting next to Regia. Pretty much when she lifts her arm, I'm like directly under her armpit. So I'm just gonna snake like 2 off the top before she just manhandles that.
She didn't OD on salad, did she?
Do what?
Salad.
Salad? No, she did not order another salad.
Why do I remember that? You said it, and I was like, oh my god, now I remember what was happening last time.
She's just pouring, just like, syrup on top of these stacks of pancakes.
Hey, did you want any before she just destroys what's been brought out?
I don't like sweets all that much.
What about cats?
We can.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
remember when I
slice.
fed it.
I'm just gonna slice half. I already know Regia's pancakes are. The rest of them are Regia's, so I just sliced the one that I got in half and nose it your way.
We're gonna feed the critter and see what happens.
I love those. So Regia's just kind of digging in, but she seems to be a little bit reserved. She's not like going ham like she normally would. She seems to be savoring the pancakes. As much as someone who eats pancakes on practically 2 at a time can savor pancakes.
I'm trying not to look at her in disgust as I just kind of deliberately slice them. I haven't even gotten to the syrup yet because her massive arm has taken it to a part of the table I can't the bar I can't reach. So I'm just going to pre-slice them and then maybe see if I can get a hold of the syrup somehow.
She she moves her arm and like it rests on your head.
Okay, so I'm picturing my ears going like completely flat from pressure.
Yes.
And I just turn and this happens as I'm slicing, so I nudge her with my elbow and I get no response. And then I just take the fork and I just stick it right into the side, right underneath her armpit.
She's like, the tickles. She looks down. She's like, oh, sorry. I guess I'm making this kind of difficult for you, huh?
Yeah, I don't really enjoy being...
She interrupts. She doesn't care while you're talking. She reaches over, picks you up, and sits you on her lap so you are directly in front of the pancakes now. And she just sort of eats around and over you now. Problem solved.
After a few minutes of this, where syrup and crumbs are just falling on my head, now I'm aggravated, and I just scoop myself off of her lap, walk around her, and then take a seat. And I'm gonna approach some strangers to our. We're on the long short end, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna take a gentleman that's sitting. I observe him, and I just say, "Okay, I'm gonna need you to take my seat next to my friend here. She would like to talk to you about some whatever. Just go sit over there."
Okay, I need you to give me a. Let's see. Is this gonna be what kind of role are we gonna have for this? We're going with. Are you trying to you're not really trying to deceive him into doing anything.
No, I just really want him. It's more. I guess I have an intimidation of +0, so I think that's where I'm at right now. My top of my head is full of syrup. I have crumbs in it. I'm an aggravated fox creature.
And you're at -2 because you didn't get any sleep the night before, and you are still suffering from that -2 penalty.
Yes.
So you are actually at a situational penalty of -2. So go ahead and give me that intimidation roll, and we'll roll -2 on it. Oh no! He looks at you, picks up his drink, and pours it over your head.
Shit, I'm having a bad day.
He's like, "You might need to go wash up, love."
I'm just dejected. I look back and I'm assuming Regia is laughing.
I
can only imagine.
Regia's just looking at you confused. She thought she fixed the problem.
I'm just gonna walk back to my seat with my pancakes. Hawk, can you get me a rag, friend?
Take care of it. I'll just cast Prestidigitation.
Good call. Regia just kind of like puts her hands in her lap and then just like for a moment and then just reaches up and slides the plate of pancakes over to you. It's like I didn't realize it was that much of a problem. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Now that I've embarrassed myself, it's fine.
You wear ale well.
Thanks.
Regia just sort of fidgets. She feels very bad now about having caused this.
I find myself using my magic more to clean up stains these days.
Well, in this case, I truly appreciate it.
I feel like I was warned about this at the beginning of my apprenticeship.
So before I was syruped and ailed, we were discussing the plan for later.
And I still think we should see if Finn wants to alert the guard, or if she has her own sources, and perhaps we could...
Hawk, is Finn in the back?
Miss Finn, I know she was back there a little while ago after she got done talking with you guys. You want me to go check?
If you wouldn't mind, and also just give Dog a good pat as you go through the kitchen.
I fed him a pancake.
Delightful.
Hawk heads to the back. Obviously, the bar is still packed. It's considering that the celebration has been officially extended by 3 days. Things are now in full swing the way that they would be had things not blown up on night 1 originally. The street is literally filled with singing, shouting, and laughing people outside, and honestly, so is the tavern.
I do think it would be very easy to cut off the head of a snake when the snake's entire body is pinned.
Those seem to be... You have a good point.
Why's it gotta be snakes? Regis sneaks a pancake, folds it in half like a taco, a very sticky, crumbing taco, and then stuffs it into her mouth. What's wrong with snakes?
Well, it could be a rat too. I've dealt with many of them as familiars. They're all fine animals. Just, I don't know why people say it this way. It just happens. Oh no, more legs. We don't need that. We're dealing with enough.
Why not a centipede? Nobody likes centipedes.
Even more legs. Regia, we're trying to simplify this plan.
Yeah, but like, we could at least simplify it to things that people don't like. I love snakes.
How about a fish then?
Mm,
It's legless. Everybody likes to eat fish. Just think of it that way. We're going for a catch.
fish heads.
Or an eel, even.
Ooh, eel. Yeah, let's go with eels.
And there we have it.
Okay.
Easier to chop the head off an eel when its body is pinned.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. You ever tried to grab one of those things?
Can't say I have.
You should try it. It's kind of fun. The fear of being bitten is great.
Coincidentally, Mage Hand has no issues with slimier objects.
Also true.
Of course, it limits the size of the eel I can get,
But I mean, an eel in the mage hand is better than 2 in the river?
if you plan on eating that, even yes.
Hawk comes out a moment later. It's like, the boss actually isn't here. She must have stepped out.
We could leave a note.
Sure, what do you want me to leave her? Do you want a piece of paper? I don't know if you want to say it out loud or...
I have a plan, Hawk, and I'll write down the full thing for you and Finn.
Okay.
If she's agreeable to it, then wonderful. If not, it's open-ended.
Got
We
it.
can deal with this on our own.
Alright. He, digs under the bar for a moment and takes out a Quillstone pen and a piece of paper and then hands it to you.
I'm going to start with, for the good of Eldor, and then continue writing.
There you go. I love it.
Continue writing my...
Salient
my-
points. Hey, maybe we can knock this all out at once. If you have friends that are not unwilling to get their hands dirty, maybe they could follow us down at some point to aid us. That sort of thing.
Yeah, then the point about having the entrances and exits watched. It may be impossible to have them all watched, but maybe if we know some of the major ones, then
Sure. Might be able
That's
to...
awesome.
Go ahead.
it would prevent more bloodshed too.
Say maybe we should just throw in the bottom that if Marcus shows up while we're, if we've left, Marcus at least knows where we are. He can catch up to us. I don't know how to get word to him.
Were you going to leave without him, or were you going to wait until he's finished his reverie and then returned?
I guess, does he know to come back here? I didn't know where we were.
Yes,
Like,
he
in that part.
he
Okay,
knows
well,
where
I'm not worried
he
about it.
knows where you guys are running out of right now.
Okay. So then, yeah, there's no need to. I just didn't know. I couldn't remember where we were with him. If he knew where we were or what we were doing.
He does. He is currently at the First Church of the Skies benediction where he's recovering. But he knows that you guys are based out of the Lamb.
They'll have magic there to prevent him from being fatigued and stuff too. So
Right. His recovery may even be faster.
Delightful. Okay.
Regia's stuffing another pancake into her mouth.
it's not on the way, is it?
Oh.
Is it like one street over or something? We could just.
Oh,
Pick him up.
purple.
Fair enough.
Actually, you guys have a map.
I can't read a map.
Oh, that's fair. I can't either. So let's see. So the entrance that Finn discovered is in the South District, in that not the first right turn as you walk into the walls from Pilgrim's Place, but the second. And halfway down the street is is where the access point is to the sewers that you guys are going to be using. The First Church of the Sky's Benediction is in the Parchment District. It's point B on the map.
Well, do we need a nap or anything, or are we by all, like, are we good to go by health standards?
I mean, with the exception of Marcus, you guys are good to go unless you want to try and stop by, like, a shop to pick up supplies, but you're a little bit low on funds, but you are still working for the NSF with 3 days of additional authority and freedom. So
Well, I don't like trying to push around authority like that, but maybe we could grab like a few lighter healing potions from Himmel or someone.
sure, or maybe even a wand. Might be able to get yourselves another wand. They're expensive, but they're not that expensive. It's not as much as, say, a whole damn thing of magic ink. It's not that expensive. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go and get, like, see about getting some supplies, you could do that. Are you there? Did I lose you guys?
No,
I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, it's real quiet in here.
I don't know. Maybe just the emergency health potions. I can't don't really know if we need a wand or all that. I mean, we could, I suppose, but I mean, I have almost unlimited ranged combat.
This is true.
I don't suppose anywhere sells like shoe covers or anything, right?
I mean,
No, unfortunately, I'll have to use cleaning magic for that too. And probably a lot of it.
I mean, if you're looking for, like, hip waders, then I'm fairly sure that there are a number of fishing supply shops in
Wonder
Aeldor.
if that would be. Wonder if that'd be a bad idea because it would slow you down.
Hinder your combat movement too.
True.
Considering we're in a 5-foot wide pipe.
Big pair of rubber pants, probably not the most agile things.
Aren't you small enough to sit on Regia's shoulders anyway until we get through the water?
You also don't know how big the sewers are. I used a 5-foot pipe as just an example, so, but don't let that color your assumption of what these sewers are like.
Well,
You do not know.
I've died in sewers before. And if it's anything like that, then I definitely am dreading it right now.
So then let me know, what size city would it have been that you would have hidden in a sewer in before? Just so that I know whether or not to give you an idea of what you're looking at here.
Home.
Home? Oh yeah, aqueducts. We're talking full-on walkways with running water on, like, at the center and the bottom with, like stone walks on either side. Like, this is a city the size of Aeldor has a full-on aqueduct system beneath it. Like a cistern type shit.
And home is bigger than Eldor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But Eldor is still a very large city, and it probably has a comparable sewer system.
Well, then we may not even have to worry about being in the water all that much. Plenty of walkways.
We did get the. Didn't we find something with like infinite light or something? I'm looking and I think I have a lantern, but we do have light sources, right?
It might also be lit down there for maintenance.
Could be. Yeah, there's an ever-burning torch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have an ever-burning torch. But Garma, that's not really a big problem for you because you have dark vision. You can
Right, no, I
see
just meant in
perfectly
general for
in the
others.
dark.
No, that's for me.
Yes.
'Cause I can't.
Right. Poor Uteuven is like, what do you mean it's right there?
I have low light vision.
Oh, yeah.
With very little light.
No, you have dark vision. I'm looking right at
No,
your
I
sheet.
shouldn't. Oh, does my elf side give me dark vision somehow?
Here's the thing, it stacks. You're an elf, which gives you dark vision, and a Dhampir, which gives you dark vision. But having both of those gives you access to has low light vision. But having both of them, it gives you dark vision.
I thought Dhampir only had low light.
It does. But 2 low lights equal a dark vision.
Ah, I got you.
You have 2 extremely good in the dark backgrounds going on. Like, you got a lot of good stock when it comes to seeing things in the dark. Now, someone who does not see well in the dark
Our big lumbering friend Regia.
is Regia, who does not even have low light vision.
I don't think Regia would mind carrying a torch. She can hit people with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Marcus has low light vision, so he'll be fine. Regia is the reason for the low light, for the ever burning torch.
Well, we have an excellent rapport with Hemel, so I feel that we could, if I know he's a cafe owner, but he's got all kinds of potions, so
He is a master
He'd probably get
alchemist.
we could probably get a small case of health potions, or like maybe just a like that, and like a simple alchemy kit with some firestones, or some projectile goodness, a tanglefoot bag or two, those kind of items.
If you want to go see if he's still open.
Oh yeah, we should probably, considering the time.
His home is also at the shop, though, is it not? Or does he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, maybe we can get him anyway. I'd hate to wake him up, but for the cause, think of all people in Eldor, Finn, and Himmel are definitely reliable.
If he's even sleeping, remember, celebration.
Right. Yes, let's go that way. Let's head that way. Let's gather our things. Regia, are you done with your pancakes? Yeah, that's close enough, isn't it?
So I just fold them in half and, all of them.
Oh,
Whatever remains.
she's already running her, broad, long, practical giraffe tongue across the plate to get up all of the the syrup. It's got, tiny bumps along the edges, though. She stops mid-lick, just looking at you. What?
You're not going to pass out on a sugar high, are you?
Uh-uh.
I don't
I'll
think
take your word for it.
Vorkasha are immune to diabetes.
or table manners, it seems. Good God, let's just go.
Look. You've been an ale rag 2 days in a row. I just need you to know that.
Oh, what now?
An ale rag.
Oh,
So I don't need you talking to me about table manners. She gives
It
you
does seem that the whole of Eldor wants to test how spongy your fur is.
Regia gives you a playful shove on the shoulder, which of course topples you clean out of your stool.
Regia, I'm a fox, I'm not a cat. Can't just, push and assume I'm going to land on my feet here. A little help.
She reaches down, offers you a hand.
Thank you.
Yes,
Swear, all I've done is
sorry.
embarrassed myself for a majority of this evening.
Well, like I said, if it's any consolation, you wear ale well.
Thanks.
She pats your head and then stands up and slings her hammer over her shoulder. She's like, all right, I guess we're going shopping?
Yes, and if we need anyone to pretend to be a drunk,
There was still syrup on her fingers, Garma.
I don't think anyone needs to pretend to be a drunk. At this rate, I'm covered in alcohol.
oh, I
syrup.
meant you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sticky. I'm miserable. We're fine.
I cleaned up most of it. I could cast another.
Well, if you need me to pretend to be drunk, probably not a good idea. I should probably just let me exist
I-
in my current state.
I'm gonna cast another. We could always splash you with red wine.
Delightful.
All right, let's head out.
Hawk
See
is
if Himmel is.
Hawk is looking over the your thing real fast, and then he taps on the table before you move away with his claws. He's like, "Hey, 1 sec. I'll pass this by her, but don't anticipate of cavalry. All right? I just wanted to let you know. I don't want you to go in there expecting that you're going to have backup and then it not show up. Plan accordingly."
Well, the enemy doesn't know whether we have backup or not.
Sure. I'm just set for your sake. Finn really does like you guys, and she wants you to make it back safe. So,
We'll be all right, Hawk. This is only Plan C.
okay. All right. He flashes you guys a fangy grin and gives you a thumbs up. He's like, I'll still make sure that she sees this, though.
Yeah, that's why it's Plan C.
Gotcha. All right, good luck. Have fun.
Throw on my hat, grab my staff. Let's head over to Himmel's.
Let's see. So, we're heading out. The streets, like I said before, they're packed. This is insane levels of revelry. Like, Garma, you have only been alive for a few years, but you have never seen this many people this close together in your life. You weren't even sure this many people existed.
Considering I've only seen dead people the majority of my life, this is very new.
Dead people in frontier towns, yeah. Garma seems content, or Regia seems content in all of this, just forging ahead through the crowd. People, it is easy to see her coming and make way for her, which makes getting through the crowd a whole lot easier for the rest of you. Getting to Himmel's, not a problem at all. When you get there, you see that the lights are on inside. There are several stations still being used. Himmel is behind the counter, and he seems to be mixing something on his own Gilded Master Alchemist set, which is set at the counter.
Oh, well, we know he's having a good time then. At least he'll be in good spirits.
Regis opens the door after y'all.
I step inside and take in the view.
It's probably one of the most delicious smelling places in all of Aeldor. The constant scent of fresh brewed coffee, tea, and other alchemical concoctions just everywhere. Like when Regia opened the door, it wafted out and hit you like a warm, comforting cloud.
Delightful.
There's a faint blue mist all around inside the store this time. That doesn't quite smell like it belongs, but it's not unpleasant. There might have been like a inhumane. You're familiar with your character Uteuven is familiar with this sort of thing. This smells like a failed alchemical reaction.
Well, the coffee smell's probably handling most of it.
Right. And it's not unpleasant, but it does not smell like the profile of all of the rest of the smells. Something went awry, and probably from one of the rental alchemy stations that are, arranged throughout the cafe.
I'll be sure to ask Himmel about that.
Himmel does not seem to have noticed that you've walked in. He is very focused on what he's doing.
We can give him a minute if he's intent on finishing something.
You see he's got a few
Matter of fact,
Go ahead.
we should just go ahead and gather up some of the smaller, not too expensive healing potions, because he's got shelves and stuff, right? Yeah, all that.
Oh yeah. This is not only a cafe and alchemy stop, but it is a store as well. So
Okay, so let's grab a little crate or a cart or
yeah, there's a little
something.
there's a little basket next to the door.
All right, let's do that. Let's grab some things. Garma, look around for some like sticky bags, some entanglement items or some of some sort.
I'm on it.
And I will look around for some healing potions. And while I'm thinking about it, some antitoxin. In case any of these bastards are armed with poisoned weapons. I don't think they go that hard, but just in case. Oh, and maybe a potion of like cure disease or something too. We are going into some dank sewers. I don't know if I need a perception check for that, but I will. Perusing.
There doesn't seem to be in Himmel's shop much by way of trap stuff. His shop seems to cater more to potion creation, and less to the idea of magical implements. So you can find plenty of health potions, antidotes, anti-potion type things, lots of ingredients. You're not going to find much by way of, like, spring traps or anything like that.
Alright, then let's basket up a handful, maybe 5 or 6 of them.
Let's see. Yeah, you can see that on the shelves alone, he's got 10 lesser antidotes. There are 2 minor elixirs of life.
Okay, we'll bag up those.
Let's see. There is oh, you're gonna love this one. There is a shelf near the front of baked goods, Goodberry tarts, and Mage Mellow croissants. You know they don't have any actual healing property, but they're fucking delicious. A Goodberry tart is a small baked tart with a bright red filling, sweet and slightly tart. And a Mage Mellow croissant is infused with a small amount of manna, marshmallows, and a rich hazelnut filling.
Well, I know Regia would enjoy those.
She's already eyeing them, but she's keeping herself in check.
I'm sure we have enough to pay for the treat.
Oh,
We can get the potions on loan. Grab a snack, Regia.
there is an alchemist tool set. In fact, I can show you this. This is what your boys got on sale. few knickknacks here and there. Mostly like alchemical things.
My menus have reverted to that black and red, so I actually can't see anything.
Oh, that's
I hope we did
unfortunate.
to fix that last time.
That's unfortunate. Let's see. Well, I mean, if you want me to, I can just read you off what I've got here. It's not that big of a deal.
Go for it.
You want me to read it off to you there, Lore?
Sure.
Okay. We've got alchemical fuses. These are for making bombs.
What do you think of those? Okay. I think a bomb's probably a bad idea.
I mean, doesn't have to be a big bomb. There's alcohol. Like bottles of like actual like alcohol for mixing as like parts of a potion, not for consumption. Lesser antidotes, obviously blood eye coffee. Elixir of life, minor. Flay leaf, which is basically just weed. Ghost ink. This pale blue ink dries rapidly, becoming fully transparent 1 minute after application, so it's invisible ink. The tarts, Lady's Blessing Oil, which is a substance that makes administering first aid to injured individuals easier. Mage Mellow Croissants. Sparklers, which are literally just sparklers. Because, I mean, it is a celebration. And Tinder Twig, which is an alchemical substance applied to one end of a tiny wooden stick which ignites against a rough surface. Or a match. They come in packs. As far as equipment goes, there is an alchemist's tool kit, a bright stone amulet, a compass, a set of 5 sets of earplugs, 5 flint and steel sets, a harrow carrying case, a harrow deck, a harrow mat, 1 bullseye lantern, 1 hooded lantern, and 2 sets of marbles. Along with all of that, tons of alchemical ingredients that are just far more than I bothered to list. Because who needs it?
So what do we need? What do you suggest, Tay?
Give me just a moment. I'm trying to fix this so I can read things.
Let me see. If we go... I'm going to try to find this out as well. Configure settings, maybe? Appearance? No. Let's see. Not FX Master. Not LibRapper. I was thinking it might be Monk's Enhanced Journal, but I don't see that anywhere. I don't
Theme. It's in this theme, but I don't know how to save to change it.
Theme?
The PF2E Duraku user interface.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
got-
yeah,
it's got the
okay.
dark and light theme. I'm assuming
Okay,
that's what's causing
let's
this.
see. There should be a button at the bottom underneath the options that says Save Changes.
didn't do it. Let's try that again.
Some of the changes might require a reload of the application, so you might have to like bounce out and bounce back in. Any luck?
Yep,
Excellent.
fixed.
Delightful.
I think you have to open up that thing again, though, that shopping menu again, so I can look at that. It fixed everything else that I can see. Bingo. Yep, perfect.
Awesome.
So no theme is the way to go.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, I'm glad that it's working.
Okay.
So, feel free to let me know what you want. And then just go and tell Himmel. But I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, and then I'll return. So you guys have time to talk about what you might want to buy.
There's so many things. I'm assuming you want the antidote and things of that nature.
Yeah. I don't see the health potions on here, but that's alright. We're gonna get some anyway. Other than that, yeah, antidote or 2 or 3. Oh, Elixir of Life, that's what they're called in this game. Bingo. Only 2 of them, though. It's alright.
Can you I don't know what you're able to do, but can you like make any? Or can Marcus make any?
Oh, I have no alchemical skill whatsoever. I have a friend back at home. She's a brilliant alchemist, but...
So I'm sure he would be willing to donate some of this, considering we're still working.
And the marbles. I want the bag of marbles.
Like for tripping, like Home Alone, or
Well, if we're going in the sewers, I hate to say it, but shit flows downhill. I'd like to know if we're headed the right direction, and that's a great way to find out.
smart thinking, smart thinking.
And if they're as intricate as they are at home, the incline won't. It'll be barely noticeable. You don't have a compass, do you? I don't. We probably should grab the damn compass as well.
I definitely do not have a compass, but that's a smart move.
And I have chalk too, so we can mark our path. Other than that, I do think we're probably covered.
Seems like a good plan to me, and we have to make sure we have Regia's snacks.
I'm being bombarded by house cats right now.
I heard one meow just a minute ago, and I was like, oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, they're both trying to hang out.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to go to the little DM's room.
We're gonna need both of the elixirs of life.
Okay.
I think like 3 doses of 3 doses of the antivenom should work.
The antidote?
Antidote, yeah.
Okay. And is this going on the NSF's,
If Himmel will swing us that way, then yeah.
I mean, I don't see any reason not to. Just, you haven't spoken to him yet, so... I mean, but there's no reason to believe that he wouldn't.
I thought he was still busy when we were shopping.
Yeah, he is.
And then the marbles. I want the marbles.
Alright, so who's holding what?
Well, we'll pass out the potions, I think, so we each have one, but I figure we're just crating it up for now.
Okay. You see, you hear a hiss of satisfaction from the front while you guys are shopping, and see that inside the alembic that he has bubbling, the liquid inside is rapidly changing color through all of the colors of the rainbow and then back again.
Dare I say Eureka, Himmel?
He looks up, his tail like raising behind him in surprise as he looks over.
Ah, my friend, Ute Uven. Yes, Eureka is the right term.
That's quite colorful. What are you working on, my good man? I'm gonna approach his counter.
It is purely for enjoyment. This is what it does.
And he just watches it change color.
I think that would be great for parties.
Yes. I am thinking of how to implement this into vials with tiny, bright stone chunks that can be strung up.
It would look really good in your shop, too, I think.
Yes.
Well, Himmel, and I'm going to put the crate up on the counter. We were wondering if we could commission these for the NSF, we have a lead, and we're about to embark on it now. You're our last stop.
As you speak, his head tilts to one side and then the other.
A lead, you say? Is it about what you were here earlier for?
Yes, sir.
He nods, looks into the basket, and then takes a piece of paper and starts writing things down. Nods a few times.
Yes, that, will be fine.
Your help is once again much appreciated. I'm sure these will be put to use.
For your sake, I hope not.
Can never be too careful. Oh, and yes, Himmel. Regia, what treat did you want, my dear?
She looks over at you, her eyes wide and practically sparkling. She's like, "Can I have a Mage Mellow croissant, please?"
Of course, go pick one out.
Yes!
For that.
She's over.
Fun for that. I'm sure everyone for that.
She's over there and she's just like wiggling her fingers, like just with the happiest, like not sure which one to take.
How much for the snack there, Himmel?
To mix the two things, both a chuckle and a hiss, Himmel histles at Regia and waves it off. He's like,
It is fine. Take 2.
and she's just one in each hand, just like, it's the best day ever. She pauses, like, mid-revel, and then looks at Garma and offers one to Garma. She's like, this is for earlier. Sorry about the pancake business.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Himmel, should our mission prove successful, we'll be sure to stop by and thank you again. And of course, come to visit.
I hope
We'll have
so.
good news for all of Eldor.
He smiles. He's like,
I look forward to it. Do watch your backs.
And our fronts, and our sides, and our heads ducking low. Our shoes from getting wet. I wink at him. So now he has a bit of an idea where we might be headed.
yes. Himmel's a quick one.
I assumed. Alright. Let's head out. We'll divide these up. Each one of us needs an antitoxin. And the two least hardy of us, sorry, Regia, should probably hang on to the elixir of life.
She's like, absolutely. Go for it. I don't think I'm gonna need it.
You're not also immune to toxin by any chance, are you?
Nah, but I am pretty hardy.
I'll take one of these anyway. There's nasty stuff in the sewers. Things with disease beyond compare. Especially if you're familiar with the Otug or trash eaters.
We'll have to see what's down there. Well, now I guess it's just a matter of whether or not you want to check out Knott's shop to see about anything else that you might need, or if you want to just... Because she had a little bit more by way of potions, if you recall.
I do not. That's why we went to Hills.
Okay. She has more potions and more magical stuff. So it might behoove you to check out her things too, if she's still open. You do have to recall she normally closes up shop at 5 p.m. and it is roughly 9 o'clock now. But it can't hurt to stop to like walk by. You've got time to kill before Marcus is better. So,
Right. Well, let's head that way. I didn't mean to white lie to Himmel, but let's head over
well,
there.
a change of mind isn't necessarily a lie. You are going down there eventually. You never said when. Right? Unless I
just
missed
said
it.
he was our last stop before headed down there.
There you go. So yeah, I just missed it. All right. Well, hey, he's not gonna know any better.
He has eyes all over. Anyway, head by Veridita Knots, should we?
Sure.
Yes? No.
Regia just shrugs. She's like, all right, sure, why not?
You ever used a wand?
Yeah. Wait, what kind of wand?
For the appropriate reason.
The one that makes heads go pew pew.
So Garma, when you say what you say, you notice that the scales on her face deepen in color a little bit. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I was talking about using it to make more pancakes. What were you talking about?
I just wasn't talking about anything.
Okay, we're not
A
talking
wand
about
of
anything.
mage fist.
Is that a spell?
Mordenkainen's sidearm.
She's like, is that a real spell?
I'm certain a mage out there has come up with something similar by now.
She's trying to parse this information, but she's also walking in the direction of not magical.
Suppose she's never seen one of the academy parties. Anywho, let us head on to Beredita's. Lead the way, Regia. Clear the path.
Right. Yeah, just moves on through the crowd, looking straight ahead. Again, it only takes about 10 minutes to get to Not Magical, even with the crowds. The place is closed, however. Though looking inside, you can see the parchment people cleaning and stocking the shelves in total darkness. Or rather, in mostly darkness. The windows do let in some light, but you're under the impression that they don't need light to function anyway.
Could I... Damn. Well... I'm going to prestige up one of my business cards with a call to aid on the back of it. And can I slip that under the door? Slip that on the door, knock on the door.
You cannot, for whatever reason, slip the card under the door.
Ah, anti-magic. That'll... Alright. Let's give it a knocking up for the best. Excuse me.
One of the parchment people answers the door a moment later, and across the sheet that serves as its face, you see it say, write, "How can I help you?" in ink that vanishes a moment later.
We were going to call upon Miss Baradina not for aid before we begin a mission.
Across its parchment face, Miss Knott is not in at the moment. Please return during normal operating hours between 9th bell and 17th bell. But it does open its hand for the card that you've offered.
Ah, I will pass that along then.
It takes the card, bows its head, and closes the door.
Let's give it a few minutes and see if that changes the situation. I assume it'll return to its master with whatever we have.
Probable.
Roja, how do I go about eating this treat you gave me? Do I just eat it, or...?
Oh, the mage... Okay, so she actually has not eaten hers yet either, which surprises you to no small amount, because food normally disappears. She's like, okay, so here's how you do it. It's the best thing ever. So you see how it's like shaped like a crescent moon, right?
Yes.
You're gonna hold both ends, and you fold slowly both ends toward one another. It's gonna crack open in the middle, and that's gonna be the best part.
And then do I just hold that part over my mouth, or...?
No. Then you just eat it. But trust me, you want to eat it. You don't want to eat it from like end to end. That's not gonna be great. You want to crack.
She wants you to break the crust.
Yeah, you break it in half until you're holding it together, and then it's gonna be shaped like a horn, right?
Got it.
So go ahead. She's like watching you intently. She's very excited.
They certainly smell good. They're still warm.
Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half.
As you fold this pastry in half, it flakes, it breaks, and a beautiful swirl of marshmallow and hazelnut filling spreads out over the top. Just enough so that it doesn't reach your fingers, which are holding the curled ends.
Okay.
Is that your grinder?
Oh, you can hear that? Jesus Christ.
Either that or a cat was just shredding.
Chewing on the microphone! Just...
That was my can't hear anything else, but it picks up that? Okay.
I think it's the type
Saboteur.
of... I think it's the type of noise that it is. But yeah, so what you have now is this lovely, warm, gooey filling that has drizzled down over the croissant almost to your fingers.
Well, Roja, this does look delightful. Would you like some tea?
I was doing the sound effects for the crust breaking.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Absolutely. Who needs a
Or
soundboard?
I know you don't like sweets. Maybe Cat would like some.
I don't think it can be overfed, if that's any consolation.
So I'm
But
gonna,
no,
I'm gonna
I will pass on the sweets. Thank you, though.
I'm gonna take a bite and deliberately chew it around for a little bit, and then just rip a little piece off and hold it over the end of Tay's cane for Cat.
I'll open up a cane. Wow, I
Sorry,
went from
staff.
62 to 262.
Yes.
662.
Forgive me. Wrong
Just
choice of noun.
Instantaneous. And hell, I think that's only half my lifespan anyway. Or a third of it.
I think because like I have a croissant on my brain, and then I just traveled to the next C in my head without thinking it's a staff.
Works. I love it. I believe it.
It's
Cat
got even wider
And
somehow.
Cat.
ripples with excitement and snatches that little bit of like sweet covered croissant right up.
Regia, I think you're onto something here. It's, the cat seems to enjoy it too.
Well, at least the little ink spawn will eat what I don't eat.
Regia
Assume
has not broken hers yet.
Regia, this isn't like you. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm fine. I'm just saving mine to share with Marcus.
Oh, that's kind of you. I'm going to, would you like a bite of this one?
No, you have yours. You shared it with Kat.
I mean, by comparison, you'll give up a lot more to Marcus than I've given to Kat.
Well, if you insist.
I do. I do.
She will take whatever portion of it you offer her.
I take the remaining half, you know, the part that I gave to Kat, and take, like, the remaining half from where the split is and hand it to Regia, then I take the other half.
Because every, like, human-sized portion is like
she's like
2/4 of a portion too big for you.
Right.
You can see it in her eyes how happy she is.
Like, I'd imagine this crescent, even the one half I still have, I probably have to hold with 2 hands.
Yes,
to actually
they're big. They're massive anyway. Like you've seen like the like a hunting horn or a cornucopia.
Yes.
Like not quite as big as 2 cornucopias put together, but like easily the size. Like if you imagine a basketball and then make a crescent moon out of like almost half of it, that's about the size of this thing.
Nice.
They are sizable treats.
While they're eating that, I'm gonna get a piece of bacon out of my pocket.
Pocket bacon! I almost forgot about pocket bacon.
It's like jerky, only better.
And somehow still kind of crunchy.
Yes, Hawk got the bacon just right. Firm, not too crunchy, and yet soft. And he left the fat on. Blessed man.
Oh.
None for you. You already got some.
Regia
Definitely don't want to overfeed the cat.
is just slowly eating this Mage Mellow croissant with just the biggest smile on her face, and her broad tail is just like slowly waving back and forth and like kind of shuddering here and there. She loves this thing. You can tell she loves this thing. So, this means you've seen her scarf down a salad, scarf down a steak, multiple salads, steaks straight down the gullet, soup by the gallon. But she seems to truly enjoy baked goods. Because she took her time mostly with the pancakes at first. But this? Oh no, this she is savoring.
I'll make an attempt to do my mother's pie for her at some point.
A moment later, a window above you all opens. On the second story of the shop. And Baradina Knott pokes her head out. She's like, what am I supposed to get from this, card?
I have big handwriting. I'm sorry. I didn't have enough room. We were wondering if we could commission a few health potions for the NSF. We have a lead. Because she's pretty well caught up on the whole situation too, is she not?
For the most part.
Yeah.
You see her sigh exaggeratedly and roll her eyes, but she claps her hands and the lights in the store come on.
I apologize for the hour. If it weren't for the haste involved, we wouldn't have bothered you so far after your hours.
It's fine. I'll see you all inside. She goes back in and closes the window.
Remove my hat as I go inside.
Regia, maybe you and I should stay out here with our sticky croissant fingers.
Oh no, don't leave me alone with her. I whisper. Literally whisper via message.
I give the remaining bit of my snack to Regia because I know it's gonna take me forever to eat it, and I don't want to go in there with sticky fingers.
She looks at you aghast. She's like, oh, no, you should eat the rest of it. It's so good.
I would love to, but I don't want to leave Tay in the store alone. But you stay right here, and I'll be back.
Okay, I'll hold your portion for you.
Haste, my friends.
We'll be quick.
Okay. She's like holding your portion of the croissant like it's some kind of like delicate treasure.
I swear to God, Tay, if she eats my snack, we're torturing her. So I hope you're quick with this.
The paper people are still working. Dusting, reorganizing, facing shelves. You know how it is. Occasionally one comes out of the back room to hang a wand up on the wall. A minute or two later, Baradita returns. This time, not in her usual outfit, but wearing what is essentially a set of ritual robes. Long, orange with blue, bright orange with dark blue trim, and just magic sigils woven into the design of the fabric. She is barefoot and looking at you both expectantly. She crosses her arms, is like, what can I do for the NSF?
I am going to prestidigitation up a list. There's 4 of us. We got 2 health potions. So that's going to be 6 elixirs of life. We have plenty of antidote.
Oh, I don't know if that'll actually work. I don't know if...
It did not, because the shop is currently closed.
Why? Oh, you're right. The shop is closed, so you guys can't see it. Okay. That's actually really
It's
cool.
awesome, but also like, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, damn it! No, that's great.
Yeah.
No, I love that. That's fantastic. Alright, so...
In parentheses, let me... I'm gonna shoot for the moon here.
Okay.
I need 1 wand of magic missile. The lowest level available. I don't want to stretch my limit here.
A wand.
You laugh, Garma, but they don't miss. They never miss.
Let's see. She waggles a finger and the list floats over to her out of your hand. She's not holding it. It is floating in front of her as she peruses it.
I'm gonna whisper to Garma, if she actually gives us all this, I should have put a cockatrice egg on there at the bottom.
I have no idea what you just said. Well, I heard you, but I have no idea what you're referring to. What is it?
It's a magical beast that guards yards quite well. Also tastes delicious. Well, the egg, anyway.
My eyebrows are just raised.
A wand of magic missile.
I'm gonna put on the most puppy dog face now that I've overheard her reading that.
She is not looking at you at all.
That changes nothing in my behavior. Someone of that magical status doesn't necessarily have to look at me to see me.
Let's see. Well, I can get you most of these things. I don't have a wand of magic missile on hand. How soon do you need it?
I believe we intend to leave for this lead within the hour, maybe 2. We're waiting on Sir Marcus.
All right. Well, I can do a rush job and have it done in 2 hours, but it's going to cost triple the price. I'm going to have to burn a lot of extra magic for this.
One moment. I'm gonna run to the door, open the door, peek out to Reja. Reja, do you think the NSF would cover... I'm calculating. Insert X number of gold here.
180.
Do you think they would cover 180 gold?
For what?
A wand of magic missile.
I mean, if not, I mean, you can always just work it off later.
Hell's with it. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the door and run back inside. Your jog, rather.
Did you see if she was still holding my? You probably didn't even look, did you?
Didn't look. Always.
Ah.
Miss Not, that will be fine. Let's charge that to the NSF's account.
Okay,
And
I
I
can
will
do
ask
that.
forgiveness later.
It is easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Alright, how many potions do you want?
I believe we 6. That
6.
should cover us.
Do you want
That's-
lessers, minors, majors, or graders?
Oh, you're giving me a choice.
I've got them all.
What were
Lessers.
the other 2 we got?
So here we are. I'll go with them for. I've got moderate as well, but let's see. So minors are 4 gold apiece. Moderates are 50 gold apiece. Wait, I'm sorry. Lessers are 12. So 4, 12, 50, 5,000 for the major, and 400 for the grader.
12 by 6, that's not even 100. So we're like barely over 250 gold at the NSF right now. I say do it. The lessers, not the minors.
So the lessers, which are 12 gold apiece, not the minors, which are 4.
Yeah,
Okay, how many of those did you want?
6.
6. Okay. I'm putting 3 in your inventory, Inhumane, and I am putting 3 in Garma's.
Excellent.
for now, though, right? Because I think Regia's going to need to hang on to at least one of those, just in case,
Just in case.
if not two. We're going in for the kill, after all. I would expect resistance.
I would expect resistance, yeah.
One of them taking him alive would get us, though.
And we do want the wand.
I can't speak for the other three of us, but I want the wand, yes. I would love the wand, please.
She claps her hands, and all of the paper people stop and start filing toward the back. A few of them grab a few magical items, and one of them grabs one of the blank wands off the rack. It'll be done in an hour and a half.
One more question. Can you shape it to fit right here on my staff? It shouldn't require too much.
You are asking for custom shaping of a magic item. Because I have pre-made ones, but reshaping that and enchanting it to fit very specific measurements will have to add an extra cost. I can do it, but I will have to add an additional cost.
Well, then the question is how much extra time?
Probably the other 30 minutes of that second hour. Just to make sure that the enchanted, like, reshaping doesn't affect the enchantment itself. Because these are all pre-made.
Charge it, madam. I'll take the beating for it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Sweat appears on my brow.
She gives a smug, knowing smile and turns and heads toward the back, waving her hand over her shoulder. Show yourselves out.
And with that, we turn to leave.
Indeed. So you're back outside. Regia is still holding out at arm's length, super delicately, this portion of croissant.
We have 2.5 hours. I'd like to get a
Regia,
kebab.
Regia, I have to say, you're, what am I looking? You're
She holds it out to you. She's like, take it, 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 take it.
much appreciated. I'm looking for the right word here, and I can't find it, which I'm sure is torture even more.
She's like shaking. She's like, that was the hardest thing I've ever done.
I don't doubt that for a minute. Thank you for being such a good friend. And just for that, I break off another quarter and hand it to her.
And she just lights up. You know at this point, she just lights up. And she might be brighter than the bright stone lights on the corners at this point. And she takes it gingerly from you, and she's just like, thank you so much. And just gently starts to eat it. She's just closes her eyes, and the tail is just doing that jittery, like, wag back and forth.
Enjoy, my friend.
Well, you've got potions, weaponry. I guess you guys are kind of ready, aren't you?
Yes, well, with 2.5 hours to kill, how would we like to kill that in some way, or fast pace this? What's the plan?
I mean, we're pretty much good. I mean, if you did want food, I'd be happy to allow for that too.
Well, if we're going to wait it out and do anything in the meantime, I would like a kebab. I'm sure there's a vendor somewhere that has kebabs.
It is also 2 o'clock, and I don't know. I think you're both talking about the same thing, but in a different context. I think Lori is talking about getting actual food.
Oh no, I wasn't. No,
Oh, okay, because I was like,
no.
are they talking about in-game, or are they talking about because it's like nearly break time? But I'm not hungry. I just finished my food not too long before we, actually I finished my food while we were going. So I'm not hungry at all and don't need a break, except maybe to grab a soda.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
down to keep going.
I broke the fast 10 minutes before starting, so.
Oh, okay, so we're all good. All right, I'm gonna grab me a soda, and then if you guys want to figure out whether you want to do anything else or just fast, just do a time skip, that's fine.
I'm totally fine with time skip. If we weren't, that was my objective.
I'm
Kebabs.
good with the time skip.
All right, then I'm gonna go grab a soda, and when we get back, we'll time skip to the action.
I'm getting a kebab during time skip.
That is a great
Yeah.
idea. I think everyone should get kebabs during the time skip. And I think all of our viewers should get kebabs if they have kebabs available to them.
Everybody gets a kebab. And you
Kebabs for
get
everyone!
well,
Kebab!
Costco or standby, you could get that done.
Kebabs!
Kebabs.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Yes, in your case, it's keburbs.
It is?
Yeah, some KBRBs.
Oh yeah, keburbs. Alright, I like that, yes.
gosh, that was such a dad joke.
That's what makes it good.
With that wand of magic missile, I should be able to do a few tricks the old man is famous for.
Nice. Like what?
Well, blasting someone in the face at point-blank range with an unerring missile of force is rather effective.
My room smells like Cajun fries and I love it. Okay. Everybody square?
Yes.
Delightful. Alright, so. If you guys head back, grab some food somewhere, head back. There are plenty of kebab vendors. There's like almost one on every 3 corners, so. Finding kebabs, not a problem.
I got Reja a mango and eel kebab.
Oh, that sounds fucking
Myself
good.
a steak and pineapple one. And Lori, for you. Excuse me, Garma, for you.
I'm still quite full from my treat from earlier.
I'll eat yours. Let's make that 2 eel and
Eel and
2
mango?
steak. Eel and mango and 2 steak and pineapple. Eldor's got it. I know Eldor's got it somewhere.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
find him.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2.5 hours that we did time skip.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found the kebab vendor.
You did. This marvelous little kebab stand run by this goblin with just like this crown of kebabs on his head. Literally like a crown, and then attached to the crown on top, a pyre stone center with a rotating rack of kebabs on it.
Brilliant.
He's
Rotisserie Rob over here's got his hand handled.
yes, the dancing kebab gob. That's what he's. That's how he manages his business.
I'm not even putting that on the NSF. He's getting paid.
So it isn't long after you guys return to the Lamb that Marcus walks in. He's not wearing his usual white robes. He's wearing darker robes. They don't flow quite as much. He looks dressed more like a monk. With, wrapped boots and wrapped, like, gloves and things like that, instead of his more ceremonial robes. Browns, grays, black, like, belt. He looks a little less cheerful than before. But he does not look unhappy. He looks ready. He walks over to the usual spot. Hello, my friends. I've returned. Thank you for waiting for me.
Are you well rested, friend?
I am.
A mighty fine mana pushing you did.
Here's hoping I don't have to do anything like that again in the future. At least not anytime soon.
Here's hoping you do, since you were successful in staving off the effects long enough for us to complete the job. Always hire the right man.
He smiles a bit and nods. He's like, I suppose. So, I was told to dress, a little more perfunctorily. I received a message from, Miss Finn, which I received upon waking up. So, what's the full extent of the plan? I know we're, he looks around and then, like, kind of ducks down a little bit. He's like, I know we're headed underground, but I don't know much else than that.
Well, specifically the sewers. And, Garma, you and I'll fill him in.
It doesn't take long to fill him in, because he got a few of the points from the missive from Finn. But Finn didn't include some of the details in order to, because she wasn't sure she could trust the people giving him the message not to read it, so she didn't fill him in on everything. Probably. At least that is the reason that you all come to the consensus for why she would not tell him everything in a letter.
Yeah, no need to know everything anyway, if we can... He's gonna be joining us anyhow.
Right.
Assuming Marcus, because I should have mentioned this, assuming he doesn't know that Finn straight up fucking tortured Daniel, we should probably leave that part out. I don't know if even Marcus would be able to... I mean, maybe he could reason with it or not. I don't know the guy that well. I would leave that out just because he's a cleric, and I would not mention that in my storytelling of the events that have happened.
That seems like a good assumption. I can see
And
the
maybe I'm
reason
wrong.
behind it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but that is how Utu would handle that. I don't know. Garma spilled those beans.
have not. And I will not.
Let's.
So I really. Go on. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead and speak. I'm doing a thing.
I really dread saying this, friends, but I think we have to go down to the sewers now.
Yeah, I suppose we put off the task long enough. You do have your magic missile on there. We're fed. How you feeling, Raja? Good? Well fed?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to bust some skulls.
Good.
The hour of stink is upon us.
Maybe, well, I was just thinking maybe it won't be so bad, but then I remembered the festival extended, so it's just gonna be ale and fair food down there.
Oh, yeah.
Delightful. Did anyone
I've never
perhaps-
once wished for not to.
Is there any chance anyone has some kind of salve for under my nose? I probably should have thought about that.
Oh, Uncle Hawk might have something.
You could use mint in a pinch.
Yeah, I'll take anything. Regia, can you find out if your uncle has anything to perhaps...
Oh yeah, sure.
Two
garlic
That's-
cloves.
Yeah, at this point, I'll take pretty much anything.
Sure.
Except for maybe fish. No fish.
No fish. So Regia goes off, and you see her talking to Hawk, and you see him nod, and he reaches under the bar and takes out this tiny jar with a basically a small glass jar with a screw top, a little wooden screw top, and hands it to her. And you see that he points at his nose, like right above his lip, between where his nose and his lip is, and then he holds up one talon. So Regia nods and then walks it over and hands it to you. She's like, he says, put this under your nose, not on your lip. You don't want to eat it.
Excellent. Thank you, Regia.
I hate what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna get my towel out of my bag. Get my dagger out, and I'm gonna cut it into strips so we have something to cover our fucking noses and mouths. There should be enough towel for the four of us. It's like beach towel size. There's gotta be.
I mean, Regia doesn't seem like she's bothered at all. She does not seem concerned. Let me put it to you that way.
I'm concerned.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily make a couple of, like, bandit-style masks out of that
Yes.
towel if you want to.
Yep, I think we'll all be really. I don't want to get any of this in my mouth, on my face. I'm good. I don't need this. I will need a new towel after this venture, though. I bet the NSF won't cover that even after that damn wand.
Or the, how much gold was it for that ink? A lot.
If people like you, you can incur a tab.
Well,
Suppose I should put this salve under my snoot now, then. Because I'm assuming once we get to the sewer, there's not going to be time for me to prepare.
sure.
Alrighty.
The moment you crack that seal on that little glass jar, sage, rosemary, freaking mint, a whole slew of smells of like herbs just bursts out of this goofy little jar.
Well, that's an interesting scent, but I know it's gonna be better than where we're about to go. So
Yeah.
I take one of my little. I have claws, I suppose.
Yeah, you have
And I
you have
just-
claws, yeah.
Yeah, take the edge of the tip of one of my claws and just kind of pull a little bit of it out and gently put it right under my nose. Careful not to get in my mouth.
You can even like in your fur, like against your skin, you can feel it tingling. And
Would you like?
it is strong.
Oof. Well, if you weren't awake before, you're awake now.
I'm gonna learn from watching them and make sure I put some on the inside of my little towel mask
You can see
rather than on my face.
my ears are kind of like quivering a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that the stimulating effect of this does counterbalance your -2.
Excellent, excellent. I'm now awake.
And so inhumane. Tay is now running a situational bonus of +2 for the stimulating effect of this salve.
Brilliant.
Because you are straight huffing it.
I take my towel-formed mask and I just kind of wrap it around my neck because I don't want to look too conspicuous going through the street with a mask over my face. And I figure the smell from the salve is enough to draw attention.
Fair enough.
Yeah, see, I'm just gonna put mine back in my bag until we get there.
So, I guess now we're on our way.
That was my
We're on our
favorite
way.
towel.
You have strange attachments to things, but I'm sure we could replace it.
It was my only towel. You're right. Lead on, Garma.
So, the... As you get into the southern district, things in this part of the city don't seem to be as ruckus. This is mostly residences and not so much like actual like thoroughfare type public areas. Until you get to the area indicated on the map by Finn. This is just a public works stop. You can see the access door. It's set in what is literally a doorway that you see that extends down into the sewers beneath. There is an iron grate door and a padlock held by a chain on it. There does not seem to be a guard at this time.
Well, Tay, it seems like your timing is excellent. Should we just roll perception? I'm going to roll perception real quick. There isn't actually anybody hiding around anywhere.
Second that notion. My nothingness roll.
I mean, a 19's pretty good. You don't see anyone. There's, as far as you know, Garma, this place, there's just nobody hanging around. There is one homeless person that is, or at least one passed out person, who is laying in the corner on the opposite side of the street, snoring loudly. Whether they are homeless or just have found a silent place to sleep off some of their revelry, hard to say. But they are, as far as your rather high perception can tell, completely out.
So not acting.
As far as Garma can tell, no, those snores are real.
Word. I just didn't want there to be a lookout. You know what I mean? This is the place. So, padlock. Reja, would you,
I will, for the sake of it has been a minute since the last session. Finn did give you the key.
Oh, right, she did.
Oh, right.
Key slides in, unlocks it easily, and the gate swings open, allowing you entrance to the sub-city.
Oh, I know what this screen means.
What is it?
I mean, I'm just seeing the the fight screen. Like the way it's set up.
Oh, yes.
Alrighty. The music's a nice touch too.
So, it's damp. It is damp, and it reeks. It is
I'll
all...
get one, excuse
Sure.
sorry, one good strong inhale before putting my towel mask on.
I need a fortitude check.
Fine. We'll suffer the worst of it now.
A 12? You barely managed to gag down what was threatening to come up.
Oh. Ooh. Kebab's so nice you taste it twice. Not great. Tighten that.
Marcus is like clutching his staff. He's got his face pressed against the staff with the salve coated mask pressed against his nose. It's just like this. This is infernal. Resh like, doesn't smell that bad to me. Doesn't smell as nice as up top, but
I'm just gonna give a very concerned look through my towel mask.
I can't speak because I'm just trying not to vomit. I've looked down at the floor.
Yep.
Scent. Everything is just disgusting.
While there are stone walkways on the sides of toward the edges of the essentially the cistern that you are in, the cistern walkway, the amount of sewage flowing through the bottom has overflowed onto the walkways themselves. Reja squints out into the darkness. She's like, I don't see very far down here.
Well, from what I can tell you, my friend, is we're gonna need new shoes, new clothes, and we're going to smell absolutely horrid when this is over. This tip better be right, or I swear to God, we better not be walking into a trap.
Reja's gonna need a light.
Oh, I've got one.
Well, I'm wondering if we should hold off on having her light a light so we don't throw. If we are trying to sneak in, she could just follow behind one of us for now and light the light when absolutely necessary. Unless you think it's necessary from the beginning.
I mean, a light's gonna give us away to anybody that's down here, so maybe...
It just means, Garma, that you'll have to take point. Your vision's probably the furthest in the dark tied with mine. And I'm not a front man unless it's sales.
I'm gonna roll perception just from the jump to make sure there's nothing hiding in the corner that we're about to stumble into.
That's an
I
excellent
see
roll.
everything.
My god, it's full of stars.
Yeah.
You do not see anything in the immediate hallway, nor up to that turn where your vision cuts off.
So basically, other than
What you see, so
shit.
So, Lori, I'm going to tell you now, there is adaptive vision for your character. So, what you can see and what, say, Regia can see are completely different. It is updated in full time, so in real time. So, if what your token sees is how far your character can actually see.
Okay.
You are not denied any level of sight in this current level of darkness.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm
Guys-
dumb. I see it on my character sheet now. I have low light vision and dark vision.
Yes.
It's one of those things.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's one of those additive things where 1 and 1 equals 2. So,
Well, gentlemen, I can't, and large lady, I can't see anything, at least through the first turn here, so it's safe to proceed forward, regrettably. The only thing I could see is what is the obvious. We're in a sewer, it's disgusting, but we can proceed forward safely.
That's terrible. I say we turn around. I jest. All right, let's get this done. Oh, gosh. Why Zelikos?
I'm just gonna move to the corner so that hopefully I can see around the corner before we actually turn it.
sure, makes sense to me.
Oof, that's a sharp corner.
It is indeed.
Tay, if you go up a little further north than me, maybe you could see the rest of the way around this corner. I see the corner is so sharp I can't see anything.
Regia does her best to come up next to you as quietly as possible. She's clinking a little bit, but she's being pretty good about it.
Regia, try to be as quiet as possible, please.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Tay, can you get a little north of us?
Do you need me to move you, Inhumane?
Be a lot faster, yeah.
Okay, where do you want to go? Did you want to go here? Or do you want to go a little further out?
Yeah, give me like 1 or 2 more squares out.
You do not see anything. Nothing that seems at least immediately dangerous. Marcus is like, we should stick together.
Yeah, we're not splitting the party down here. I can assure you of that, my good man.
Tay, can you see it gets a little wider toward the bottom? I'm just gonna move slowly toward that where it gets wider along the wall here to see if maybe I can see.
Sure, do you want to give me a stealth check based on your movement?
Sure. Just gotta get to that spot. Oof. I stepped in a puddle of shit and shrieked about it on my way around the corner, didn't I?
You did slip on a rock and your foot went into the deeper sewage. You are wet up to your thigh now.
Oh god.
And it did make
Well, I had
rather
some shit.
considerable splashing sound.
Okay. I collide with a wall, so I gotta go over and then down.
This shit is serious.
This shit is serious. Clink, clank, clunk, clunk.
Careful for the deep spot.
She's just standing in the... And it's only reaching her knee.
Yeah, I was about to say, I forget my stature here.
So I guess it's clink sploosh, clink sploosh, clink sploosh. She's like, I'm being as stealthy as I can here.
I don't see anything yet, but the path does get wider and branch out to the east. So maybe if you come down, you could see more of the eastern section.
I see shit. I see shit everywhere.
Well, yeah, that's the obvious.
This is why they moved their headquarters. Let's move me parallel to Karma and
So
Gotcha.
about there.
yeah, shebang. That's it. Good corner view. I like that. Like a perception check now that I'm there, shall we?
Please.
Come on, big money. Yeah.
Oh, you catch it. It's sinister, shimmering, and invisible on the water's surface of the sewage, with the grate from above, but you catch it in the reflection of the water. Lines of light. Practically invisible, even to your marvelous eyesight. But it's a web. A large web. Big enough even for Reja to get stuck in. And perched just behind the grate from above, hidden by the glare of the light shining down, are 8 pointed eyes of light, forming 2 crescents, watching the darkness.
I am going to hand motion to Garma and Reja to kind of stay back. But I'm going to do that very slowly.
Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash.
Okay, I'm not moving.
I'm going to...
The eyes are
Per
gone.
my perceived instructions, I'm just gonna stay absolutely still.
The eyes are no longer where you can see them, Tay.
I'm going to slowly back up as well. And message.
5 feet at a time?
Yeah, nice and slow. I don't want to attract a lot of attention here.
Makes sense.
I'm going to message Garma that I see a big spider.
Reja, how do you feel about insects?
This is whispered. Sorry.
Reja's like, I don't have a problem with insects. Why?
How about spiders, friend? Spiders. Particularly large spiders.
Like, how big are we talking here?
I didn't ask. Well, a size hasn't been communicated to me based on the fact that our friend Tay is stepping backwards. It's gonna be large.
She nods after a moment, gently grabs you by the back of your your shirt, picks you up, and places you behind her.
Yes.
Am I within 30 feet of where the spider was spotted?
Let me see. No, you are 45 feet away. When you saw it, you were 40 feet away.
Okay.
Can you see where the web is? Were you able to perceive where the webbing starts?
Yes, the webbing starts right about here.
Okay. I'm going to communicate about the web with message. Also reminding Garma that she can respond to message.
Perhaps we should, how can I put this? Tickle the web. But from a distance, tickle the web? We need to see it, or lure it out. I don't want to turn the corner into it, but maybe I could fire an arrow through it, or we could burn it, something, to draw the creature out.
Now, let me ask a few questions. Did my perception determine that it is, in fact, a spider?
Yes. You know
Okay.
for a fact that it is a spider. If you can give me a... Let's see.
Like, I hate to ask that question. I guess I mean, is it mechanical or organic or?
It looks to be organic. Like the
Okay.
the points of light that made up the two crescent formations of eyes looked like reflections of light instead of self-illuminated.
I understood. Okay.
You do not have any points in nature, but if you were to give me, perhaps I would let you give me a survival check to determine if you recognize it or recognize anything about it. That is a pretty solid roll, sir.
I'm not upset with the 15.
So, the crescent-shaped formation of the eyes on either side of it, like to either side of where you imagine its mouth to be, is only a handful of species of spiders. Given what you recognize from the near invisibility of the web, it only showing up in the reflection of water, and the somewhat ephemeral state of it, you are nearly certain that this is a dream spider.
I am going to communicate to Garma that it is a nightmare spider and that we should not stick anything in that fucking web whatsoever. Nothing we want back, specifically.
Can we light the web on fire?
I personally do not want to light a torch and attract an animal that big in my direction.
Well, I mean, what do you suggest?
Oh, I don't have any suggestions other than I really don't want to fuck with a spider that big.
Garma, you hear a scratching near the corner of the wall.
By me or in front of me?
In front of you. Past Regia. She does not seem to have noticed it.
I'm gonna tap Regia on the shoulder.
She turns her head and looks back at you.
There's something coming along the wall. Keep your eyes forward.
She turns back, and as you both look back, you see two blue and yellow legs dart back out of sight.
I'm gonna communicate to Tay. Tay, I don't think we have a choice here. I think it knows we're here. We're not gonna. This isn't. We're gonna have to move or do something, because it's coming. Like, we're running out of options.
I don't think it will engage with the group of us, honestly, where it's a trapping spider, hence the web. If anything, it's attempting to tickle our feelers like it would any other bug.
Was there... So, basically what you're suggesting is if we head down the hall, hugging the wall that you're on, do you think we could get through here without pestering the spider? Or engaging the spider?
The question is, can we get around the web? Or is...
Again with the scratching.
Well, Regia, we have to come off this wall.
Regia's not looking away now. She's got her hands tight on her maul. She's like, okay, you go to the other wall. I'll keep watch.
So based on my perception check, can we hug that wall? Because then it has to come to us if we go around that corner.
Yes. Like I said, the webbing is only right here.
Bingo. Okay.
If you guys stick to that far wall, you should not get caught in the webbing. Unless it has lane webbing beneath the water.
Regia, I need you to come over in front of Tay, please.
Which we couldn't burn anyway, I mean.
Right. Splish, splosh, splunsh.
So, we get to the corner, we'll have a good look at it. If it comes to us, even better, we outnumber it. And mayhaps once we get around the corner, if that's an option, we try to lure it back toward us.
Regia takes another step forward. She can't really see too well. But she is not, she's not taking chances here. She's trying to feel around carefully with her feet. Instead of taking steps now, she's sliding her feet along the bottom to make sure that there isn't anything down there that she's going to trip over.
I could...
Yes, we definitely take it nice and slow.
Regia's eyes are pinned to the area off into that reflection.
Regia, you're doing well. Just stick to the... There's a wall to your left. Just stick to the wall. Follow the wall left.
I'm going to message Reza and ask what she can see.
I see the reflection of the light through the grate on the water. I can see the water's surface. I don't see anything else.
I hate to say it, but look up.
I can't see anything. I can't see it from here. Whatever it is that's out here, I can't see it.
Ah. Kingarma.
Apparently not.
No, Garma cannot see it.
Stick to the plan. Continue hugging the wall, turn the corner, and if it comes to us, great.
Regia takes one more step down so that you all can get around the corner and she can bring up the rear.
I'm going to keep my staff pointed in the direction I believe the spider was in.
Mm-hmm. An excellent idea. Now, Tay, give me a perception check. Yes, you can see the spider. It is hidden in the corner, as high up and into the darkness as it can. You can still see the crescent formation of its eyes, but in the darkness of the corner where it is, contrasted with the reflection of the light, No other creature in that spot, like looking into it, would be able to see what you can see. Because you have dark vision, however, you don't see color, but you do see it. The stripes on its legs, the wavy pattern on its back. It is a dream spider. They are notorious as being opportunistic killers. They are not hunters. They are trap spiders.
Okay, so I was right on the web guess.
Yes, and you also know that dream spiders are often cultivated by less reputable alchemists for their venom, which produces a drug called Shiver.
Well, I will relay to the group with message that it is not a hunting spider. It's a trapper. We can take it to a vote whether it needs to be killed based on its secondary purpose. It's not the spider's fault, but that's what it gets used for. I mean, so I'll vote no, but if everybody wants it smushed like any other spider, I'll make sure no one dies.
I'm not interested in engaging a spider if we don't have to. It's not our enemy.
Reja nods after a moment. She's like, as much as I think it needs to go down for public safety, that's not why we're here right now. And now that we know that it's here and it's set up a web in this area, we can send other specialists down here to get rid of it. Or we can just come back later, yeah. Yeah. Reja does not seem stoked to fight something that she can't see.
Then let us continue to avoid the spider. It's not going to follow us. That web's there. At least what we saw. Garma, do you want to slip past me and take the lead?
Yes, I do. Just a
Any
little
more
bend.
spiders?
I don't see anything so far. Just a bend.
Before I follow them, I'm going to look back. Fuck you, spider.
It's interesting that the Red Bills have managed to live down here with it.
I mean, if they know it's here, then they can avoid it just as readily as we can.
Or they have an alchemist using it to move Shiver.
That's possible. Does anyone want to give a perception check for this hallway?
My last roll was terrible. Here's hoping there's a better one. Better.
Both quite good. As far as just general perception, both are great, but on a 21, you notice, Garma, that there is a grate that is blocking there's a gated grate blocking a throughway flow tunnel.
We're approaching a... So is it closed? Did I see if it was closed? I'm assuming.
Yes, it is closed, and there is a padlock on it with a chain, just like up top. But the water is flowing out of. So this looks like a depository, like water flows in at the end of this and then joins where you are at the main tunnel. So this probably doesn't lead deeper into the sewers. It probably is just another access point.
Oh no, you don't mean that means we gotta go through the spiders.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Well, there's a lot of hallway left.
Okay. I wonder if this key will work on that lock the same as the other one.
Garma, at the end of the hallway on the far end, you can see what looks to be faint torchlight. Tay, you can see the same.
We should try the key on that lock,
Right.
just to avoid noise, I suppose.
And there's definitely light coming from the end. So we should definitely, it's light or the spider. I think I'm just gonna go toward the light.
Not gonna head toward the locked, because that
Oh,
would be
locked.
right about there.
The locked? Yeah, well, we could do the locked first. Since we're passing it anyway.
Are you?
Tay has the key, right?
Yeah, let's get me up there to Karma. I'll pass the key on.
All right, Garma, you gonna try the key on the lock?
Yes.
The key slides in. Seems a little hesitant to turn. Not fully hesitant to turn, though. It'll turn if you force it.
Tay, I can get this open, but I think it's gonna make a significant amount of noise because I've got to force the key.
Let's
I don't-
check down the hallway first, because if anyone's coming through here, we'll hear their noise as well. Refresh this perception check. There's poo in my eyes. Oh God!
Register stamped a little too hard, I guess.
Garma, you gonna give me the, another, check?
That was, yep.
On a 14, with, what is it? You've got dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even without dark vision, standing in the light of a torch that's stuck on the wall, you see someone wearing the same red hood as the individuals that you fought the other night.
I'm gonna whisper to Tay, I think there's a red bill at the end of the hallway here. We're definitely headed in the right direction. At least it seems like the right direction.
Then we should stealthily approach and be mindful of whether he can see us or not.
I'm gonna need Regia to not
Yeah,
proceed for this
just
part.
don't. Just don't. You'll know if we need you. Is there anything perhaps?
Whoop. Went a little too far. So, I can now absolutely see that there are.
Do you want to give me deception? Because you need
Yeah,
to roll for stealth if you are going there, because you will be within eyesight.
Yeah. That was definitely Oopsie. Hold on. Where's my? Why am I? There it is. Oh, please God. Oh. Ah.
That is
Yeah, 'cause you-
that is a spectacular roll. I do not
You
think.
just reflex save out of that. And go
Yes.
back a cube.
I'm gonna do this, and they have to beat a 21. They did not.
Okay.
This one also did not.
Gosh.
The third
Oh.
one,
Uh-oh.
ooh, just within range. Let's see.
I was also, to be fair, I was a step closer.
No,
so
that-
I was definitely seeing.
That's fine. If you only meant to go there, then that changes.
No, I did. No, I did. I went too far. So I was here, and then I panicked, took a step back because I didn't want to be seen.
Okay,
so
so
I
you're
was
you're
here.
rolling with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I was. Don't want to ruin the
You see the person on the far wall standing near the
torch.
His head picks up, and he's looking right where you were. He's like, "Oh, who was that?" Biffy, again, I think I saw something.
I'm not gonna move or make any noise.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I mean, I'm out.
You can scoot back. You can scoot back. You can scoot back to the
Okay.
spot where you wanted to be.
Okay.
Combat has not initiated.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna wave.
Oi, Ifu, it was probably that spider. You know ours hasn't fed it.
If it was that spider, then you both better watch out, because I think it's right around that corner.
I'm gonna make a signal to Tay that I'm holding up 3 fingers.
I can hear all this, right? Like, I mean, it's
Oh yeah, they are at conversational tone. They are not
okay.
worried about
I'm-
anything.
Again, staff is pointed in that general direction. I'm not getting the jump on me.
Regia is going to stay back because she knows she's loud.
Yeah, Regia's no help right now. I'm gonna signal Tay to come up behind me so I can communicate what I saw.
I'll do that.
Look, I'm telling you, Ifu, just go check. I hate that thing. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Look, I'm telling you, go check it out.
Can you get me behind Garma?
Absolutely.
So we've got 2 right around the corner, and I think one's gonna pop around this corner real quick. So we're going to have to quietly dispatch him. I think I'm. What's your?
Let me step around her.
I'm a
I'm-
I'm a +7 stealth, so I feel like if he turns the corner, I should probably attempt to just quietly put him down.
To metagame a little bit, as a rogue, you have the highest potential turn 1 damage of anyone in the party.
Okay.
You've got that marvelous backstab attack. All you have to do is get the drop on him.
In that case, put her back in front of me. Oh wait, is that what's going on? Is that where we're at? Yeah. Okay. Good. If he turns the corner, grab him. I'm gonna get right behind her.
Okay? Marcus is going to move up, and so is Regia, as slowly and carefully as she can.
Oh, such a graceful little thing.
Alright, Ifu. Go ahead. Fine, Annie, I hate this, though.
Kill him if you have to.
Well, he's right in front of me.
He is right in front of you. You have this roll to make an attack on him.
Okay. Trying to decide what I want to do here. So, I definitely. Oh god.
Are you going to attempt to grab and yank him out of sight?
I think that's going to make too much noise. I'm thinking more of just grabbing him, covering his mouth, and perhaps slicing his throat or just snapping his neck.
Slicing the throat's probably going to be an easier option. He is much taller than you.
Right, that's true. I am tiny. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I'm going to attempt to grab him and slice his throat and then just lay him down into the sewage.
Okay. So
Gross.
roll an attack roll.
Is that you think I've got short sword strike? I guess?
It certainly can be, yes.
Okay. Because that's the only thing I have a parrying dagger, but I don't think that's the right equipment here, or is it?
I mean, let's look at your parrying dagger, shall we?
Yes.
The parrying dagger is agile, concealable, a simple weapon. If we bring it up here, the details.
I feel like that's probably the way to go.
It has a standard critical damage roller. You're not going to suffer a penalty for using a dagger like a dagger.
Right, yeah, I can't imagine trying to slice somebody's throat with a short sword. It's going to be easy, so I'm going to try it.
It will probably be easier with the dagger.
Okay. Alright. Here we go.
As a half-time martial artist there on the Magi side, I think either would have been fine. I like either. Either's great.
Attack. All right.
19. Oh, I'm shitting my pants right now.
That's a delightful roll. Okay. Now, this is backstab. This is going to be backstab damage. So what I need you to do is we are going to roll damage on it.
So, I can't remember how to do that, because when
If you see,
that,
do you see in the chat box? Oh, you
Oh,
don't
yeah, I
see.
see it.
In the chat box. Okay, so
Is that it?
I
hit the damage button next to the...
okay. So then let's see. $1d6. You've grabbed him and dragged him towards you, right? And you
Yes.
have your hand over his mouth?
Yes.
Okay, you have done 4 damage to him. That doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. We're gonna redo this. We're gonna redo all of this. I want you to target him first, though, before you,
I don't remember how to
just click on him. Click on him and then do your attack.
There it goes. Okay, I think I have to hit T.
Yes. I say roll again until you get another 19.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out how this is gonna go.
That one was worse. Alright. I missed somehow.
Yes, you did. His AC is 15. There you go! Okay!
Alright.
Alright, so we're gonna hit damage.
I think if I hit the damage in the chat, it damages me.
No, you have him targeted. Oh, no, actually, use surprise... no, not surprise attack. So, actually, what we're going to do is we are going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make him flat-footed. So, because you have caught him by surprise.
Sure. Then do I hit the no, just remember, do I hit, if I have my attack page open. If I hit damage next to parrying dagger, is that what's going to damage him? Because I think if I hit damage in the chat window, it damages me.
Try it in the chat window. We can roll this out and figure it out. We can figure out what's going on.
Work.
Let's see. That's 7. Yes. So then, what we also have... Okay, so you did 7 damage to him. And he is currently... let's see, is muted or grappled on here anywhere? Oh, we've got immobilized.
I know it's not combat because no initiative has been rolled, but don't we have enough options or enough actions to attack twice? Couldn't she just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. She can attack, what, 2 more times? She's only done 1 attack.
Yeah, with no movements. I mean,
Oh shit, so I can hit him again?
Yeah.
will it still count as sneak attack?
No, you only get sneak attack on the first attack of a turn.
Well, so, just...
Oh, wait, no. I mean, he's still flat-footed, so yes, I suppose technically it would be.
Sounds like yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I was saying in my head, I've got a hold of him and I've stabbed him in the back once.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you are going to take action, parrying dagger. This one is going to be the -1. So you're going to have -1 to hit from your roll because it's your second attack of the turn.
How do I do that?
I can do it for you.
I'll say it because I don't see that option unless I'm missing what I'm... Alright, I'm rolling again.
We're going to take your version of the roll because you rolled it.
Okay. And then I hit damage again, right?
Yes. That is another 6. And you have 1 more roll. You have enough for 1 more attack. And let's see, that's 12. Okay. He is alive at 1 hit point. You did 20 of 21 hit points.
What?
Having taken so much damage in a single turn, though, I'm going to have him make a fortitude roll, not to just completely get kerfucked.
So he turned the corner, I grabbed him, I stabbed him in the back 3 times.
Right. Let's see.
Shanksy over here graffitiing the walls with our first victim.
Yes. He is trying desperately to, like... He's dropped his weapons into the water, and is trying just with his bare hands to stop your knife from plunging into him over and over again. But he is too immediately, just like, suddenly damaged to make any kind of actual, defense. He was not expecting to be grabbed and stabbed.
I'm gonna turn silently, I'm gonna turn around to Tay and just kind of motion for him to come forward and finish him off while I've got a grip on him. And
You-
just help
you
me
could-
silently lower him into the water.
I was gonna say you could also just shove him underwater.
I don't want to make too much noise, considering I'm only 4 feet. I don't know, like, so.
Oh,
how
good point.
Tall, I don't know how tall he was, so I'm figuring I'm not in a position that I can get him into the water quietly because of our height difference.
I thought when
So
he.
I need-
So I'm gonna say how this worked out in my mind. In my mind,
Okay.
when he turned the corner, you jumped up on him, wrapped around him using your legs to pin his arms at his side, covered his mouth, and then just started stabbing him in
Stabbing
the
him.
chest, like stabbing towards yourself into his chest and neck.
Nice.
That's how it played out in my mind.
No, I'm there too. So basically, what you're saying is I'm
You're-
almost like piggybacked him.
Yes,
Like,
basically.
okay. All right, so I've got so he's pretty much dying, and I'm hanging on his back. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn back and just.
Yeah, I'll say he's dropped to his knees by now. He's practically dead already.
Okay, then I'm just gonna let him fall forward and just hold him under the water.
It's fine.
Okay, perfect.
Tay, if you want to, you can do something to assist. You are right there, and I will say that these two have now swapped places.
I'll watch how this plays out.
So I'm just gonna hold him in the water. So how is the current going down toward where we were? Is it a strong current?
I mean, it's not gonna drag a body.
See? This is why I brought the marbles.
Yes, I was curious basically if we could just push him down the hallway for the spider, but if he won't move, it's fine.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay. Alright, so he's on the ground. He's gone. So
He's not dead yet.
is he so he's
He's still
alive
he's
and-
still struggling a little bit, but you can feel that it's going out. It's fading out quick. Oi, Effie! What was that sound? Did I hear you fall?
I'm gonna motion to Tay to just put his foot on this guy's back so I can let him go in case somebody else turns the corner.
I'm gonna make a deception check and try to mimic that dude's voice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yes! Let's go!
I scared that spider off. I can't believe how big it's gotten. Holy shit.
Rhoda's got big, eh?
I know we talked about hero points. I think that needs a hero
Yes,
point.
100%.
Absolutely.
And you may award yourself a hero point for that. That was
That's
great.
so good.
Oi, Mucka's got big, eh?
Yeah, absolutely huge. I gotta take a piss. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, thanks for the warning. You hear footsteps walking away from the main current.
Oh, thank fuck.
Is our friend dispatched yet? I think
I am going to
Tay
grab
Yes.
my water skin
His
and steadily pour it on the ground
His-
like a stream.
His struggle has ceased.
So if either one of them are clear enough to listen for that. I am faking the sound of urination with my water skin.
So I think there's still one more right around the corner, and there's one that will definitely see me. So
You know, Annie, maybe I'm too hard on Iffy. He's real considerate.
Think of a plan quick, because I'm running out of fucking water here.
if you're not opposed, I'm just going to see if I can sneak around the corner and dispatch of his friend that's right around the corner here. But that will require
right.
quite a bit of stealth.
I'll come with you. I cap off the water skin.
I mean,
Oh.
Regia, like, waves at you a little bit.
Continue talking, but speaking of water, I'm gonna grab a water.
You have...
Gonna look back at Richard.
You can shoot the guy that's across the way, right?
Wonder if I can.
Like, it wouldn't take you any time to get into range to get him, right?
65 feet. What is the range on? Because I can't remember.
I can tell you.
What is it?
The range on your short bow is 60 feet.
So I gotta get within 5 more feet. Okay.
Yeah, you can get within range of it in no time, and it will count as sneak attack because they are not ready for any kind of assault.
Trying to see if I'm close enough. Wonder if I should.
You want to hit me with another?
Sure.
Do you want to hit me with another deception check just to make sure that when you walk out there, they don't notice you?
Yeah.
Also, remember, you have other party members that are far more capable in close range combat. Doing your thing and trusting them to do their thing might be a good means of handling this situation.
So trying to peg one and then waiting for the other one to just do what it needs to do, and then just have Regia go ham.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember,
So I'm
Regia does not have any ranged combat options whatsoever. Outside of, like, some... At least that you're aware of.
Oh god. I was.
Oh, no. You take one step out, slip in a literal pile of shit, and are now chest deep in sewage. The splash immediately gathers the attention of the other two, who turn around. What was that?
Fuck it. I turn the corner, level my staff, and fire off the wand of magic missile at the closest guy.
At the closest
As
guy?
well.
Alright, so
Yep.
we are going to enter combat then?
Seems so. Yep, we're in it.
Yes, sir.
You've done great, though, in order to get this far. You've taken one of the combatants out of the fight already. Let's roll for initiative.
Well, considering I'm chest deep in shit, that would make sense.
I got you, Inhumane. I got you on that initiative roll if you need it. Okay. Oh, you got it? Yeah, you got it. You did much better than I did. Okay. So, it is going to be the Red Bull Thief. Red Bull Thief. Ha, that's me. The Red Bill Thief across the way. Then Regia goes. Then Tay goes, the other thief, Marcus and Garma.
Okay.
But you guys, because you acted first, we'll just kick it off from there. Your moment of surprise is missing, so the guard will go first. Let me see. From where he is, he's going to level a shot at you, Garma. But you are under 3/4 cover because you are up to your chest in water.
Yeah. But basically that means if he hits, he's hitting me in the head.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Positives and negatives to this situation.
Positives and negatives to this situation,
Yeah,
yes.
provided him a level to aim with. Fuck.
Oh, he hits.
Oh, well.
He deals 5 damage. It lands straight into your shoulder. So now you have a crossbow bolt sticking out of your shoulder.
Yeah, and all I can think now is, there's got to be disease now getting into.
Oh yeah, this is dreadful. This is an
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely dreadful situation.
Yeah.
Here's hoping the antitoxin.
Is it right
works for that.
shoulder, or left?
Left shoulder.
All right, so I can still draw my bow then.
Can you?
I'd
The
imagine
le-
I'm right-handed.
You're right-handed, which means so you're drawing
I can
back.
still draw.
Can you keep a stiff left arm with a
I mean-
crossbow bolt in your shoulder?
Probably not.
I'm going to say, for the sake of we don't have modular disability stats here that yes,
Say,
you
this ain't
can.
MechWarrior. Settle down
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Settle down.
I was going to say we're thinking. I like where you're thinking, but it's not really necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, yoink that sucker out and shoot them with their own damn thing. I mean, you got this.
He is going to throw a Molotov at you now as well.
Yeah.
The throw, he throws it and it flies over your head, lands in the water, and the
Wick.
the rag that he lit on fire with the torch that's next to him just goes out, and it just flows down the sewer way harmlessly.
Well, you're a fucking idiot, aren't you?
He's like, shite! And he starts to book it this direction. That finishes out the Red Bill's turn. Now it is Reja's turn. Let's see. Reja.
Please don't slip and shit.
Right? She has 20 movement speed if she is not punching it, but she is going to full on she just going. Let's see. What do I feel like doing? Yeah, she's just gonna 100% movement. 20, that's her first action, puts her here. Second action puts her here. Alright, so then let me see something real fast. I need to see something real fast. What's this? Okay.
I'm gonna yell for Reja to head him off.
She is gonna try. She's already like headed after the one that's trying to run. Yeah, we're gonna do... Reja runs forward, you see her take a deep breath, and then she roars. And a line of flame erupts from her mouth and sears the Red Bill thief that is trying to run.
That's how to light someone on fire, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, she saw it. She was like, "No, this ain't. You getting it? You getting it?" Let's see. Our man has fire damage. So now he is on fire. So each turn of his, he will take more fire damage until he beats the armor class for it. That is Rej's entire turn. So now, Tay, it is your turn.
What a turn to follow. Okay, well, like I said initially, I'm gonna level the staff and fire at the most immediate guy using the magic missile wand.
Okay.
That's step one, I think.
Let me see.
Not the flaming guy, but this other sucker, I believe, is significantly closer.
Let me make sure that I put that into your inventory, because if I didn't, I need to. There it is. It's over here. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to take it from here, move it over there. You are now using it. And you want to use the Wand of Magic Missile against the Witch Gentleman?
This closer guy, the one I guess to the left of me on the screen.
Gotcha.
Just level the staff and blast him.
Gotcha, gotcha. Give me 1 sec. You hit him for 5 damage. That's your first action.
Sweet. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just blast him 2 more times.
With the wand?
Oh yeah, if I can do that.
I believe let's see, now normally for spell wands, they have a single charge, but this is for a cantrip. So I think cantrip rules are going to apply here. At least that's what I'm going to say, that cantrip rules are going to apply here.
Excellent.
And if I'm wrong later, I'll figure it out.
Sounds good to me.
That is another 5. And we'll say that it has a good, like, not to go too crazy. Do you want me to look into how many times this can be used, or do you want to just use it again and we'll figure it out after combat?
I've got time if you want to find out now. So I'm not overpowering everything with
No, I don't think it's overpowering.
magic missile.
Right. I mean, Magic Missile itself is already a great spell at low levels.
Yep, the only reason I picked it is because I didn't want to be using telekinetic projectile down here, because I think we all know what the projectiles would have been.
Sure.
I'd have been okay with it.
Oh no, I don't want to be a shit slinger.
Okay, so here we are. Wands, even with cantrips on them, can be used once per day, but can be overcharged to attempt to cast them repeatedly. This has a chance, however, to simply fail if you don't meet your class spell DC when casting it. And if it does fail, then the wand can no longer be used that day.
How many times can it be overcharged?
Until it breaks. Until you fuck it up. I'm gonna say until you fuck it up. But we do need to roll.
What roll do I need?
Okay, so that's
I'm ready.
That's the thing. That's what we have to figure out. So if we go here and go to your spell casting, your class DC is 16.
So to beat a 16?
Yes. So you're going to roll a d20, and your class DC is +6. So you're going to roll a d20 +6, and if you need me to, I can do that.
Yeah, just if you don't mind.
I'll just roll a regular ass d20, and we will add 6 to it. No, you're good. That's an 18 plus
Fantastic.
6, so you can overcharge it
Shebang.
again.
Pew! Alright, let's do that.
All right. He takes 5 more points of damage. He has 6 health left.
I can tell he just took he took a beating from that. Alright. Excellent. Well, was that 3? Yeah, if that's
Yes.
3, that ends my turn.
Oh, I didn't hit you with multi-attack penalty on that either. That's okay. We'll think about that next turn. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
So then we're fast and loose around here. So now it is Homie that just took a fuck ton of damage's turn. Let's see. He is going to throw a Molotov at you.
I deserve that.
Misses on the first throw. He does not have any more Molotov. Oh, wait. No, yes, he does. He has how many more now? That was... Oh, no, he does not have any more Molotovs. So now he is going to attempt to hit you with his hand crossbow. Misses with that one.
I'm just dancing in my 5-foot space.
Right. And he is going to say, fuck it.
Oh yeah, bring it in. Bring it in. Let's waltz.
Oh no, he is trying to get away. Now, this isn't an exit to the. There is around this area a steady flow of sewage splashing down. It's not very loud, but it is kind of sloppish. And he has jumped around on the walkway that runs behind that.
That word is undoubtedly worse than moist.
Sloppish?
Sloppish.
Yes. Well, that ends his turn. That makes it Marcus's turn. Marcus is going to... let's see. Feeds. Blah, 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 blah. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh, wait, I know. He is going to use a Wand of Healing.
Excellent.
But he is going to overcharge it, so this will take everything he's got for the turn. He's already moved once, so he can do that. He heals you for 16 health, Garma.
Woot.
Oh, delightful. I'm just going to then, like, in response, I'm assuming, I ripped the bolt out of my shoulder and just threw it in
Yes.
the water. Okay. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna hold on. Is it whole? I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, it's whole. It hit pretty good, so it didn't like bow or anything like that.
Nice.
So Marcus has got you back up to tip-top fighting condition.
By Zelikos, you picked up a wand too?
Oh, I forgot that I set music down here for the fight. He is on fire and panicking. He's like, oh shit! Oh shit! He's changing targets to Reja and is going to open fire with his hand crossbow. It glances clean off of one of her shoulder pauldrons.
Nice.
He starts to run and takes one final shot. A critical miss.
Does that mean he falls?
He didn't critical fail on movement. He critical failed on his attack. So when he fires, the bolt careens off of Reja's chest plate and flies through the falling slop into the other Red Bill thief's thigh.
The slop.
I'm going to make it do 1 point of damage because it is out of range. Out of normal range. But I am going to put some persistent poison damage on this guy. Okay. That is that guy's turn. It is now Reja's turn again. Reja's like, how far away is this asshole? She's got a 20 movement speed. Okay. Actually, she's gonna cut him off. Oh, she can't do power attack. She used two motions. That's fine, though. What does she have?
A big ass maul.
Yeah.
She
just
does
throw
have a
it.
big-ass maul.
Oh damn, she got there fast.
She used two of her turn actions thing
Yeah.
to get there.
I'm gonna yell, bring the hammer, Reja!
Yeah, that's kind of what looks like just happened.
Reja has critically struck with a 27. This also causes a knockback. Let's critical. Oh no. You watch as she bounds up to this guy, lifts her hammer, and with a roar, swings the maul and pulls the top half of his body off of the bottom half of his body.
Respect, Regia. Respect.
There's nothing to feed the spider now. Why the guy that...
So the gargling, flailing top half of him splashes into the water here from the force of the the swing, the top half toppling over into the water in front of her. Tay, I believe it's your turn.
All right. Far away is that guy? That took off down the waterway.
65 feet.
All right, just bring me one step closer, and I'm gonna. And I hate to do it, but I think I'm gonna attempt to weaponize the slop with telekinetic projectile.
It has to be a solid item.
Is there anything solid in that?
Maybe some time. Maybe some.
The upper half of that guy's body.
I mean, that's over here, though. Which I think is a little bit further out, a little bit out of range from where he is. Yeah, it's 65 feet is exactly where the body is. So if it was a little, if the top half of his body had been a little bit closer, I would have let you use the top half of his friend's corpse as a projectile against him.
Okay, well in that case,
Holy
how close
shit.
would I have had to move to reach both items? Well, one item and then.
Well,
the target.
it's not about your distance; it's the distance from the item to him.
Ah, okay.
The body, the top half of the torso is 65 feet away, which is more than the range of the spell.
What about that torch on the wall? Is it on the wall? On
It
the wall? Or
it
does
is
say-
it is it's not a torch in a thing. It is a sconce. I mean, I may have said torch earlier, but I should have said.
I don't remember at this point. I'm just looking at a light source on my. Can I even get to him with my movement speed?
I mean, your movement speed is 30 feet per action, so yeah, easy. Look, I'll show you. In order for you to run out of movement speed, you'd have to go here, beyond the map. So you can travel 90 feet in a single turn.
Okay, well then
If
let's
you
just
do
get me
nothing
to him
else.
and-
You can use 2 of your actions to get right up in his face or right beside him without having to go through the waterfall of slop.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was definitely the play.
Alright, you're just gonna burn 2 of your actions to get next to him?
Yeah, book it to him, and then I wing at his head like a baseball bat.
Is this a spell strike?
I don't think I can. I think it's what is that? 2 actions, or I have to have a.
Spell strike is a 2 action, but Arcane Cascade. If you have you cast a spell? No, you've
No, I
used
used
the
the wand.
wand. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to do a normal attack or a single action spell.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no single action spell I would use in this case if I don't have anything to operate with. So I'm just like I said, I'm just gonna clobber him like I'm swinging at him with a baseball bat.
You do have a single action focus spell.
Here, what if you took the bolt that I just pulled out of my shoulder and launched it at him? I'm standing right next to you. Oh, wait, you moved. Sorry.
Oh, I'm all gone.
You can use spinning staff, but you will only get 1 attack against this enemy with it, right?
Where's spinning staff
You
under my?
spin your staff with a twirling flourish, attacking 2 foes and transforming the momentum into magical energy to charge for your next spell strike. make a melee strike with your staff against one foe, and then a second melee strike with your staff against a different foe. There isn't a different foe, so I would only have you do one. Multi-attack penalty would not apply because you're only doing one, but I will let you use spinning staff here. I think that's how that works, right?
How long? I don't know how long that spell strike thing lasts after that. Anyway,
Do you want to just go with the normal attack anyhow?
yeah, it's just quicker. I can change my grip to two-handed anyway and get more oomph out of that.
I believe it is currently in. You are currently wielding it two-handed, just by default. But
Okay.
let me
Well,
check.
then-
Yeah, you are currently wielding it two-handed by default. So I'm going to say that after you finished with the wand, you slung it into your belt and then grabbed your staff. I'm not going to.
Well, remember the
worry.
wand was built into my staff.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you didn't have to do that. So yeah, I mean, you were using it two-handed in the first place. How silly of you! How could you have forgotten?
Well, here we are.
Whoop his ass! Oh no! You rolled a
Slipped in the
one.
slop.
You did. You
Slipped in the fucking slop.
took a splash.
What's gonna happen?
Splash! Oh, and you're right in the slop falls. Oh no!
Oh.
It's dreadful.
My pocket bacon is ruined.
No, it's just got extra spice now.
I imagine Cat is outside of your staff, crawling on top of it, trying to get away from the poop.
Oh well, the
Oh,
glass
foul.
encasement is
Closed
yeah, you
currently.
can't get in there.
Oh, okay.
It's designed to keep one liquid in and everything else out.
It's out.
Oh no, you're prone.
Yeah, well, he's got a bruise on the back of his head the size of a goose egg because of that fucking magic missile, so we're both having a bad day. It's lucky it didn't just burst his head.
It's true. He's gonna close distance with you for a dagger attack. You are prone, so this is bad. If he lands this attack, it's a critical.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna stab me in the slop, motherfucker. Also, my AC was supposed to be 21 because of mage armor.
Yes. That will be factored in, I believe. Your ace. Okay, so hold on. Let me make sure.
Is
Let
it
me-
25 or 24?
Let me see. Mage armor. +5 is a maximum. You ward yourself with shimmering magical energy, gaining a +1 item bonus to AC and a maximum dexterity modifier of +5. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now... So you use that when?
+4.
So it's +4?
That's part of my, because it lasts all day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was part of my morning thing. I do that every day that we're.
That's a good idea.
Yep, that's what I've been doing so far in the campaign. It's my only level 1 spell that
Alright, well then let me
I
make
really,
sure...
really need.
Let me make sure that I get this on you, because it's important. Because it apparently is not on your character currently.
Or maybe that's 19. I don't remember what it puts me at. So I only have a +3 in the dex modifier. Just don't want to get stabbed in the slot, man.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm already working on. Well, I was healed, thankfully, but
Yeah, out of character, please shoot him in the head.
Oh no. Oh no, he did not miss. Not at all.
I'm gonna have serious need of therapy after this.
You take 10 points of damage.
That hurt. I felt that.
That was his first attack.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. I'm gonna start rolling up my next character.
Now he sees that you're about as fucked up as him. You're also lying in slop and stabbed, so he is not going to attack you again. He is going to use the other 2 actions of his turn to try to get away. He's gonna go in roughly the same direction of his friend and hope that he can slip past that monstrosity over there that's standing over his friend's corpse. He feels like you're probably either going to bleed out, drown, or die of blood toxicity.
I'm still gonna yell out, "Coward!"
Can't use that. Can, however, use... What is it now? Oh, this one. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking for things. We are going to do this. On Tay. We've used 1 movement to get there so he can double heal. $17 health.
My Zelikos, pick me up, man.
He can't move. He moved close enough to be able to use the good heal and then use the good heal. That's it for him. But now it is Garma's turn.
Oh gosh. All right. I'm just gonna move closer so I can shoot this.
Deeper into the water.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to shoot. I'm sure I'm gonna get this way so that I have some footing. That is solid ground, right?
Yes.
Not water. Okay. And I can go right.
You have 25 feet without losing a second 2 actions. So you have 2 actions left.
And this motherfucker. I'm going to shoot this motherfucker with an arrow.
Good call.
in the
Good call.
face. Maybe not in the face.
Now,
on accuracy.
remember, you do have some other things that you can do.
Yeah.
Things that you aren't quite sure how they do, but they do.
Ooh, there's something called Sure Shot now. Is that new? I feel like that's new.
Why, yes, it might be.
It is. I was like, wait, what is this coolness? What? All right, this other thing is cool.
But look at the name.
Oh, yep.
Uh-huh.
So don't right now.
Maybe not a... Well, you couldn't anyway because it takes 3.
Yeah, it takes 3. Okay. This sure shot thing looks awesome.
You can do it and attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Do it.
Okay. So, I attack twice with my bow then.
Now, Tay,
well,
even
yeah.
through, you can see the weaving of energy around her as she readies her bow. You know she's using magic. It's not magic you're familiar with. Roll again. That one hits. Roll damage. I think your boy is dead.
So, I just want to play this out. So, I'm gonna take the bolt that the other guy shot into my shoulder. I'm going to dip it in the shit. Draw back. Shoot this guy. I'm aiming for the facial area. I'm hoping I get him right in the mouth with a shit-covered arrow.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you got him. So, my man ends up going out deep-throating a shitty crossbow bolt.
Delightful.
And that ends combat. Congratulations.
Woo.
I've avenged you, Tay.
I was gonna say
I shot him with a shit-covered arrow just for you.
we should probably remember that I can't be healed with positive energy, so I don't get accidentally murdered.
You're not totally undead. Remember we talked about this? You are not undead, you are partially undead. That means that healing magic can work on you. It has to be dedicatedly, like, against you type healing. Like, I can decide whether I want the healing to attack you or not attack you, as Marcus.
Okay, very good.
So, there are a couple of corpses strung out. Just like... Regia Claude's over. She's like, well, that was invigorating!
You literally hit somebody so hard they split in half.
That was great! Are you kidding? Did you see that? I am so strong!
I'm... I don't even know what to say.
Marcus walks over and offers you a hand out of the muck.
I'm gonna take it and then begin casting prestidigitation to clean myself up.
Good idea.
Multiple uses. I told y'all this would be awful.
Are you kidding? This has been fantastic!
Garma was shot. I was stabbed.
All of us are covered in poop.
My pocket bacon is ruined.
Regia spreads her arms, holding her maul in one hand. She's like, but did you die?
The pocket bacon did.
Oh, yeah. She makes the shield symbol in front of her like Marcus does when he's praying, and she's like, rip pocket bacon. Gone but not forgotten.
I'm gonna take the soggy, awful looking bacon out of my pocket.
The toxic
Toss it into
bacon.
toss it into the sewage.
A tribute to the violence. Did you guys want to rifle through the bodies, see what they got?
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, not a whole lot. They don't even seem to be carrying money. They do have some crossbow bolts, a few crowbars, a couple of daggers.
I think I have a crowbar.
Would you like a crowbar?
I think I would like a crowbar. I can slide that into my backpack, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, easily.
Let me get one of them daggers too. Shit. Nobody is opposed.
Alright, give me 1 sec. Inventory. You want one of the daggers and the crowbar?
No one's opposed. I don't want
I don't
to.
think.
Anybody else wants extra daggers? I don't want to hog all the loot. Sweet.
Do you want a crossbow? A hand crossbow?
Yeah.
Just in case. Can never.
I know how to shoot. I'm a martial class.
Alright, there's a hand crossbow and 10 bolts. They've got
Nice.
some effectively soaked torches now. So they are absolutely ineffective. Garma, do you want a crowbar?
I guess there's no harm in having one.
I don't see any harm in having one, no.
Yeah.
You get to have a backup. In case one breaks trying to pry open a door or a chest.
Did you want anything else? Did you want to take some of the crossbow bolts from the other corpse?
Of course.
Okay.
Crowbars also make excellent rust monster bait. Sharing my
Indeed.
knowledge to the group.
Indeed. Do you want the dagger that the other individual was carrying?
No, I've got the. Well, I mean, is that? And
It's
forgive me,
not-
This is my ignorance.
It's not.
Can we sell some of this crap? Like if we
Yeah.
need money. Yeah. then
Sell
I'll-
anything, dear Garma.
Do you want to just take the weaponry that he has then?
Absolutely yes.
Okay, there's
The
a
dagger
hand-
that was stabbed me, though.
Yes. Also, on the other guy, Garma, you find an unused Molotov.
I will gladly take that.
I hate to be morbid, friends, but before this all went down, those guys were concerned that the spider was around the corner, and one of them mentioned it hadn't been fed in a while. These guys are dead, but should we toss one in the web just to keep it from making its way up here real fast before we continue onward?
Maybe you could, for sake of ease, we could just take the top half of this already split in half guy. Less weight to carry.
I mean,
Unless it prefers live food. I don't really know how it works.
What do you think, Marcus? Is it worth it? Worth it?
I mean, we intend to have someone come down here and get rid of the thing eventually anyway, right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
I say we gather these bodies, stuff them in the corner so that they don't attract anything, and if we have to come back this way, we exercise caution once we get to around this part of our extraction.
I heard dump them in the water. Let's do that.
Oh, okay. Reju walks over and kicks one into the water. The other one is already, like, sort of bobbing in two halves at two different parts.
Say the other, I think I left in the water.
Yes.
Well, that hurt.
Are you okay?
Everyone else all right?
Marcus is, like, looking at you. It's like, are you sure you're okay?
Well, I've been stabbed once or twice, but that one was rather... He was worried for his life for sure.
Reju was like, looked pretty shitty from my viewpoint.
Told you it would be bad down here.
Well, we might as well keep going.
2 down. Get a perception check around this area.
Great idea.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Sure. Let's see.
Got a 10.
I mean, you don't see or hear anything. Like, nothing seems to have been attracted by the sounds of combat.
Well, we made short work of it. That was only our second turn.
Yeah, the combat went quick.
I'm gonna take the time to strap that hand crossbow onto one of the straps in my backpack.
Good call. Take just like a minute or two.
Yeah, that was something I can unloop quick.
Well, it's got like a leather wrap for like the wrist, which you can easily just hook one of your like backpack straps through.
Yeah, just do a pull loop.
Yep.
That'll work. Just want to be able to access it quick.
Right.
I have returned.
You have returned.
So I've got about like 15 more minutes. I didn't know if we're at a if we can explore a little more, or if this is like a stopping point, or.
You can explore a little more if you want to. This is also a fine stopping point.
I'm okay with whatever is decided.
I'm good. We can call it. It's between sessions. We can take a moment here to rest up. Not too long, obviously. A little 10-minute rest in between sessions, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. This is legit for me. So I'm good. I know that you've probably got things to do, Lori. I know that we're around our ending time anyway.
Yeah, I've got I had like 15 minutes before I gotta start dinner and stuff, so I just didn't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to get too
better
deep
than
in it.
rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say that post combat, the party's gonna take 5 before they continue their exploration. And that will translate into us cutting off for the weekend here. Well, that was great. Good job, guys. Like, seriously.
No, that was fun. I'm glad we didn't have to fight a spider.
I'm glad we didn't
Yeah,
have to
I
fight a
didn't
spider,
fight a
either.
Spider.
I felt we could avoid the spider. I was going to gamble that. I didn't want to fight something that's much bigger than Regia right off the bat.
That was smart, because I would have just went in there all Rambo style, and we probably would have died.
Whew.
Yeah, I was genuinely wondering if I was going to have to just, same thing, turn the corner and start blasting.
I'm also very sorry you ended up prone in the shit.
Me too. So is Tay. Tay's pretty salty about that. Hence the 5 minutes of just,
I mean,
can we just sit here for a minute?
yeah, just straight prestidigitatoring.
Yeah, can we just process what just happened here? We're all much more comfortable with poop than we ever wanted to be.
Ugh.
Like I said, this is post 4-day festival shit. Like,
Fried foods, kebabs like we had earlier.
a lot of
Yeah.
alcohol.
So much alcohol.
Yeah, Drastic, we're happy we didn't end up having to fight the spider. The spider did not get its meal today.
I mean, it almost did. I was
I
gonna throw one of them suckers in there. Like, you stabbed me, motherfucker. Okay, come here.
In death, you are spider food.
You are spider bait now.
And I'm just thinking the only path that remains, if I'm looking at this map correctly, is through chest eat poop?
Yeah, at this point, like, the next portion is going to be just no real walkways to either side. It is not going to be scrumptious at all.
The bodies are already in the water. Let's just tie them together.
That's what I was thinking. Let's
Marvin
make a
can have a
body
raft.
raft. I'm gonna have to get on Rush's
A
shoulders.
corpse
and
raft
drown.
down shit river. Welcome to Pathfinder.
Yes, Pathfinder, or in this case, Poop Finder.
Oh my god.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. This was fun. I
Yeah,
am
no, thank you
looking
for making
forward
it
to.
better.
Oh yeah, shoot, no problem. I was grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for you guys.
Fix that menu.
Oh yeah, me too. It'd be so difficult for you to do all of that dice rolling with no
Everything's in
idea.
black and red. I'm like, I cannot read this.
Yes. What's going on?
Alright, guys, well, I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. And we'll talk again soon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Better than slipping in shit.
Yeah, at least there's no shit to stumble into.
Yeah,
Thank God
that's
for modern suit.
that's. Well, and thank you to everybody who hung out. Luden, Prince, my darling dear, Drastic, thank you for hanging out. It was wonderful to have you all, and I hope that you enjoyed yourselves at least a little bit lurking around. And I hope that everyone out there has a marvelous weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. I'm not sure what we're going to be playing on Monday. I don't know if we're going to pick up Sinking City or if we're going to do some Warframe or Sexy Brutale. There's also another game that I have called Lethal Company that I want to play. So that might end up being it. But we'll see what happens. I'll get on the social medias. You guys know how it is. But thanks again. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
I'll see y'all on the next stream.